Hi, Bougie Gang. How's it going? Welcome back. Welcome back to my channel, guys. We are here for day one of Georgia, state of Georgia versus Tuitt, Cordarra Tuitt. He is been accused of the killing of let me get it correct, Mr. Quintavious Wright. In Atlanta. So let's get it back into it. We just watched the opening statements in the previous video. So if you missed that, go check it out. We're having trouble seeing me on Facebook. Okay, hold on a second. Share my screen. Ooh, okay, here we go. Okay, guys, let's get into it. This is day one, witness one. If you missed opening statements, go to my description box or go to the first pinned comment, and the opening statement link will be in the description box and in the first pinned comment. Okay, if you are interested in seeing the opening statements. And there we go.
I'll do it, President County Forum.
Thank you, Deputy Gordon. Everyone else can be seated. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the point where I will ask Mr. Abadi to call the state's first witness.
They will call Ms. Alicia Nelson.
Raise your hand. Do swear affirm that testimony will be able to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Look at the microphone. It has on a bonnet.
Have a seat. Can you state and spell your name for the record?
Alicia Nelson, ALICIA, NELSON.
Hey, good morning, Ms. Nelson.
Good morning.
Can you tell the jurors how you
Isn't it refreshing, Apostle, to be able to watch a proceeding that actually has crispy video, nice audio, and all of the things? It makes it so much easier for us to, watch the system at work, right?
are currently employed?
I work for Atlanta Police Department as an open record specialist.
And how long have you worked with the City of Atlanta Police Department as an open record specialist?
As an open record specialist, 3 years, for the city, 9.
Okay. And can you tell the jurors, as an open record specialist, are you one of the custodian of records as it relates to City of Atlanta Police Department items and documents?
I am.
Okay. And does that include things like 911 recordings?
It does.
Does it also include CAT reports?
It does.
Can you tell the jurors what is a CAT report?
It's a computer automated dispatch report. And it just records everything that we receive from either the call taker or on scene.
Okay, and when you say it records, how does things, descriptions of things get input input into the CAT report?
They're input by either the call taker or the dispatcher.
Okay, and when someone calls 911, can you tell the jurors, is every call recorded?
It is, if it's within, it is, all calls are recorded.
Okay, and can you tell the jurors after a call is made and it's recorded, how are the 911 calls stored that allow you to have access to them?
We have servers that store our 911 calls.
Okay, and we talked a little bit about the CAT report, but can you tell the jurors the information that we find inside the CAT report, when is it generated?
It's generated upon discovery of whether or not the call is within our jurisdiction.
Okay. It's fair to say that generated at the time of the specific 911 call that it's correlated with.
Correct.
Okay. And are both the document, the CAD report and the 911 call recordings, are they kept in ordinary course of business as it relates to your position as an open records specialist with the City of Atlanta Police Department?
They are.
Okay. All right, I want to show you the state's exhibits. Exhibit 3, and if you will take a minute to look at them and let me know if you recognize them. Okay, and do you recognize, start with state exhibit 2?
Yes, this is the incident detail report or the CAD report.
Okay, and can you tell the jurors how are you able to recognize it as a CAD report related to this case?
I previously reviewed it.
Okay, and can you tell the jurors, does every CAD report have a unique or individualized case number related to the case in which the 911 call is assigned?
Yes, it has its own individual incident number.
And is that how you're able to recognize this CAD report being related to the crime that occurred on August 7th of 2022?
It is.
Okay, and let's start with State Exhibit 3. Have you had an opportunity to review what's on the USB or jump drive?
I have.
And after your review, do you recognize it?
Yes, it relates to the incident detail report.
Okay, and is it the specific 911 call that's related to the CAD report in State Exhibit 2?
It is.
Okay. Do both documents that you, the document that you have in front of you in State Exhibit 2 and then the recording in State Exhibit 3, they fairly and accurately depict the CAD report that was generated for this incident and the 911 call that was made and recorded as it relates to this incident?
They do.
Time Your Honor, the state would tender what's been marked as State Exhibits 2 and 3 in evidence.
Any no objection. They're both admitted.
Now, I'm gonna bring up the CAD report. Right. There we go. Now, can you tell the jurors, what are we looking at in State Exhibit 2? You described it as a CAD report, but can you kind of go through the specifics that we're looking at in the CAD report?
So it's the incident detail report that depicts all of the information received on the date of the incident. So it shows the incident number, the date that it was created and the time, as well as when it was closed out.
Then the incident number that you referenced, that at the top of State Exhibit 2, the 222-191-003.
Correct.
Can you tell the jurors when was the call, I guess, received by dispatch for this incident, the case number we just referenced, 222-191-003?
1:58 and 16 seconds PM.
Okay. And can you tell the jurors, does the CAD report, I guess, show or indicate when an officer first arrives on scene?
It does.
And can you show the jurors where on the CAD report it indicates that information? Okay. And within that event section, can you tell the jurors what else is reported or recorded as it relates to the specific incident times for events in that section?
So it reports when dispatch received it, when dispatch dispatched that first unit, when they started or were en route, as well as when they arrived, and then once it was closed out.
Okay. And as it relates to the second page, page 2, can you tell the jurors, does that page, I guess, show each officer that responded to the scene on August 7th of 2022?
It does.
Okay. And can you tell the jurors, we talked a little bit about that the reports generated at the time, the calls made, who is inputting the information that we see here?
Initially, it was input by the call taker.
Okay.
And then once units were on scene, dispatch began inputting the information received from the officers on scene.
Okay, and can you tell us the difference between, you said the first part is input by the call taker,
Mhm.
and then you said then the dispatcher takes over. What do you mean by that?
Well, the call taker is receiving information from the citizen that's calling in, and dispatch is receiving information from officers on scene. So they'll both be entering. You'll see the first part is from the call taker, and then dispatch will start speaking because she sent it over to dispatch. So even though the call taker may still have that person online, they can both enter information into the CAD.
Okay, and when you say call taker, that's the person who answers or receives.
The 911 call.
Okay, and then as it relates to the dispatcher, is that someone who has a similar role but is getting information from officers who arrive on scene?
Correct.
Okay. And the 911 call that's on State Exhibit 3, can you tell the jurors how, I guess, as it relates to records being stored with the City of Atlanta Open Records Department, how you're able to store a specific 911 call as it relates to any specific case number?
Well, it's not stored by case number, it's stored by date and time that it was received.
Okay.
So we can go in and locate it based on the CAD.
Gotcha. Granted, this time the state's gonna publish State Exhibit 3,
All right.
hopefully.
You're choosing not to use the new hardwired option.
Probably, I'll do that.
No, you can try it this way, but been forewarned.
Well, there's new.
Hello, I want to receive a call from your phone. Yes, I'm at 1314. This is, I'm at 1314 with Dolly Hollowell. And it's a guy that's got shot. Okay. Hold on, stay on my speaker again. Okay, hold on, okay. Okay, I'm gonna hang up. don't know, Bella, give me your phone. Bella. Okay, yes, ma'am. 1314 Dudley Hollow Parkway, is it a house or a bedroom? Part-time apartment. Where is he located at? He's on the second, I'm on the third floor. Mel is on the second floor, at the end of the hall, at the end of the hallway. Okay, hello, on the ground. Hello, Ray. What's that? Yeah, what's that for the difference? 1314 Dudley Hollow Parkway, 1314 Dudley Hollow Parkway. It's gonna be at the apartment. Mel is on the second floor, Mel is no, third floor, he's on the third floor, and on the third floor. So, he's on the third floor, is that correct? Yes, ma'am. Hold on for me, I'm just gonna type that in. Is there a date to get into the that? Yes, ma'am, I can wait for somebody outside to, let them in the gate. Okay. Do you have a description of her? Oh, go ahead, Rick. Ma'am, go ahead, Rick. What is the number of your house, how many cases is it? 678-409-3727. And what is your name? My name is, Visa, boy, Visa. Okay, tell me exactly what happened. I don't know, I was inside and I heard some gunshots. Yeah, I'm on the phone 911 now. I just heard, oh, okay, it's a police officer that just pulled up. Okay, I have a few more questions to ask, okay? You said what happened? Yeah, I was watching then what? And that's it, I heard somebody running out of all later, I looked outside. And the guy was laying on the ground. All right, am I able to take it now? No, I'm in my door, but I can see him. Okay, and how old is the patient? I'm holding down phone. I know, how old is the patient? Hello? Hello?
Thank you, Ms. Nelson. Your Honor, I don't have further questions pending, redirect.
All right. Ms. Fagan, do you have any questions for Ms. Nelson?
Just a few. Ms. Nelson, do you still have the exhibits before you?
I do.
While on the 911 call, you hear the 911 caller indicate that officers had arrived, correct? And yes or no for the court?
Yes, I'm sorry.
And and on the CAD report, at what time do you have it that it indicates officers arrived?
2:01 and 54 seconds.
2:01, and the phone call being at 1:58, correct?
Correct.
And on the CAD report, it indicates that there were over 100 people at the apartment that day, correct?
What line are you referring to at what time?
Fifth from the bottom by Leah Lyons.
Yes, that's
So there
correct.
were over 100 people out there that day, correct?
Correct.
Now, have you had the opportunity to review the surveillance in this video?
No.
Nothing further, thank you.
Any redirect?
Just, I have one question. The defense counsel asked you about the line that said over 100 people.
Correct.
Can you tell the jurors, what time was that, generated or, given to the dispatcher?
At 4:15 and 47 seconds.
At what time?
4:15.
Gotcha. Thank you. No further questions.
Jurors, any questions for Ms. Nelson? Nope, seeing none. Thank you, Ms. Nelson, for being here. You can leave the exhibits right there. The lawyers will take care of them. Thank you for your time. Next witness?
State would call Officer Simon.
Is that Officer DeCary?
Here is Simon, yes.
Oh, Simon is the last name.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You face me and raise your hand. Do you swear affirm that the testimony will be able to the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and well? Yes, sir. Will state and spell your name for the record?
First name Decary, Decary. Last name Simon, Simon.
Say, good morning, officer. Can you tell the jurors where you are currently employed, sir?
Oh, the city of Atlanta, Police Department.
Okay, and how long have you been with the City of Atlanta Police Department?
7 years now.
And can you tell the jurors within the City of Atlanta Police Department, are you assigned to any specific zone or unit?
Right now I'm in Zone 6, East Atlanta.
You said Zone 6, East Atlanta?
Yes, sir.
How many zones are within the City of Atlanta?
There's 6, 7, including the airport area.
Okay, back in August of 2022, can you tell the jurors, were you still assigned to Zone 6 or a different zone?
Different zone.
And what zone were you assigned to back in August of 2022?
Zone 1.
Zone 1?
Yes.
And can you describe for the jurors the area in which Zone 1 covers within the 6 zones?
Donley, Hallowell, Howell Mill area.
Okay. And back in August of 2022, did you hold the same position within the City of Atlanta Police Department?
Yes.
And can you describe to the jurors a little bit about your training and your responsibilities and duties back in August of 22 as a Zone 1 officer?
Proactivity, answering 911 calls.
Okay. As an officer in Zone 1, do you respond to all calls, or are there specific calls that you respond to?
On calls.
All calls?
All calls.
Okay. Now, can you tell the jurors, back on August 7th of 2022, were you on duty?
Yes, I was.
Tell the jurors, what shift did you work back in August of 2022?
Day watch, which was from 6 till I think around about 2 p.m. 6 a.m. to about 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
4 hours, so 6 a.m. to 2 p.m.?
Yep.
And yes or no, correct?
Yes.
And can you tell the jurors, did you respond to any calls that morning of August 7th, 2022?
I did.
All right, can you describe for the jurors where and what types of calls are you responding to?
The whole day, mostly a lot of, I was saying code names, but larceny from auto calls, mostly the whole day.
Okay, you said code names. What do you mean code names?
We call it 45As.
Okay, so I want to show you what's already been entered in evidence. States Exhibit 2, the CAL report. You see at the top, it says incident type code 50.
Yes.
Can you tell the jurors what is a 50 code?
Person shot.
So can you tell the jurors, do you recall where you were dispatched to as it relates to entering autos or entering auto or larcenies of vehicle?
Well, I wasn't dispatched. I was already there when it occurred
Okay,
on another, dealing with the vehicles being broken into. So I was already out on that scene.
I'm sorry, my question wasn't clear. So when did you actually get dispatched for the entering autos, and where were you dispatched to?
Twice, one at like around about 8 in the morning, went back out probably like around about 12, been out there for like an hour. And it was over at $13-14 Hallwell Parkway
Okay, and is that a business, an apartment, do you recall?
apartment complex.
Okay, I want to show you states exhibits 6 through 11. All right, yeah. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna show you statements 6 through 11.
Okay.
You'll just read those and let me know if you recognize what's depicted in states exhibit 6 through 11.
Yeah, it's the apartment complex. I don't know the names, but that's the $13-14 Hallwell.
Okay, so is that the apartment complex that that you responded to? Let's start with state exhibit 6.
Yep.
Do you recognize state exhibit 6?
Yes.
What is or State Exhibit 6.
Just a GPS location of the address of the location where the apartment complexes are.
Kind of like a Google map
Yeah.
of where you responded?
Yes, it is.
And does it fairly accurately depict the area in which you responded on August 7th, 2022?
Yes.
And then States Exhibit 7 through 11, you described those photographs of 1314 Donnelly Hollowell, Atlanta.
Yes.
Okay, and it's that, do they fairly and accurately depict the actual location, the apartment complex that you responded to on August 7th that morning?
Yes, it is.
Time out of the statement, tender with the mark to States Exhibit 6 through 11 into evidence.
No objection.
They are admitted.
In a second, you're gonna see Statement 6 before you, okay, here we go. And. What else can we get on that? The mark on the screen, okay?
Okay.
All right, and States Exhibit 6, can you circle for the jurors, where on that map, you responded to, back on August 7th, 2022? Okay, now, based on, how long did you work, in zone 1?
About 5 years and a half.
Okay, and in the time, that you, worked in zone for about 5.5 years, can you tell the group based on your experience and, number of years in that location, is the Bankhead Market Station pretty close to, the apartment complex that's located at 1314 Donald Lee Hollow?
It is.
Okay, is it walking distance?
Yes, you can walk there.
And in States Exhibit 7, can you tell the jurors, is that the one of the buildings of the apartment complex that you responded to?
Yes, it's the front of the building.
Now, can you tell the jurors when you got to the apartment complex, where specifically, I guess, did you first respond to as it relates to the car break-ins?
It's gonna be in the back of the apartment complex,
Okay.
the south area of the apartment complex.
So in States Exhibit 8, can you tell the jurors this is the entrance to the apartment complex?
Yes, it is.
Okay, when you say the back is, you're looking at the middle of States Exhibit 8, all the way, I guess, to the back of the photograph. Is that the area that you're referring to, or is it even further?
It's further back. That right there is the front.
And in States Exhibit 9, do you see the white cars kind of through the area of the trees?
Yes.
Is that the area of the parking lot that you, I guess, initially responded to as it relates to the car break-ins?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and would you mind circling that for the jurors so they can be clear? It's where the exhibit you're talking about. Okay, so it's the furthest back on the States Exhibit 9, and it's kind of to the middle, I guess, right side of the exhibit. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, when you first responded, how long were you there, I guess, investigating the car break-ins?
It was like maybe 40 minutes, almost to an hour.
Okay. And can you tell the jurors, were there a lot of car break-ins or just one?
There's multiple, maybe like 16 plus vehicles got broken into.
And you said after you left that first time, you were dispatched back to the apartment complex?
Yes.
Can you tell the jurors why?
You had some residents that came out that stated, despite them getting case numbers for every vehicle, they had items that were stolen. So I had to document those as well.
Okay, so do you recall about what time you were dispatched to return back to continue your part of the investigation to this car break-ins?
I can't recall the time frame.
Okay, are we talking, you think it's lunchtime, still in the morning?
I can't recall. It's probably like a little bit, maybe after like 12:30, maybe like 1 o'clock, maybe.
Okay. Now, when you got there that afternoon, can you tell the jurors how long, why you were there that second time? Did anything else happen that caught your attention that was other than the Henry Autos that you were continuing your investigation on?
As I was sitting there entering the property inside the my computer, as I was sitting there, it just heard like gunshots rang out.
And when you said you were sitting there, can you describe to the jurors, are you sitting in the same area where those white cars in states of denial is depicted?
Yes, a little bit more to the right side, kind of like facing the building.
And if you see all the way to the far right of states of denial, if you see the end of this building, building 2000, are you behind, I guess, the building? Is that where you're parked?
Yes, behind the building.
Okay, and can you describe to the jurors as it relates to, I guess, your ability to see kind of inside building 2000, can you?
I can,
Okay,
from where I was sitting, yes.
that you heard shots being fired, how many shots did you hear that you can recall?
I can't recall how many. Now, sound wise, sound like a rifle.
And what did you do when you heard shots?
Got out my vehicle. I think I was trying to approach. I had a rifle in the back. I think I kind of hesitated on grabbing that. And as I did that, I think I heard another shot, if I'm not mistaken. And I was like, just forget it. So I started going towards the building.
Okay, and were you alone or were there other members of the police department?
No, I was by myself.
By yourself? And I guess after you heard the next gunshot, where did you first go as it relates to your investigation of the gunshots?
Where I heard it from, because it's very close. So I went to the back gate.
Okay. And now, when you first got in your car and headed towards, is it building 2000?
I believe so, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and it states at the 10, you see the entrance there of building 2000.
Yes.
Can you tell the jurors, when you are running from your vehicle, are you on the opposite end of building 2000?
Yes, I am.
And when you get to similar opening like you see here, it says 10, but on the other side, can you tell the jurors, do you initially go into building 2000? What do you do?
When I came around or before?
First thing is you approach the building, what do you do?
Try to enter inside the gate. The gate was locked, and I had to go around the whole building.
Okay, and what do you do next as it relates to getting into the building or seeing?
I don't remember if somebody let me in or maybe the gate was already open, but I think somebody pretty much let me in though.
And after you are let in, can you describe to the jurors, what do you see?
I do see people in the hallway, asking they heard shots and they was pointing in the direction, and I just ran all the way to the back of the building, pretty much where I was at in the back of the apartment complex. And from there, people standing at the edge of the end of the building, pointing upstairs. So I gradually made my way upstairs.
Okay, and when you make your way upstairs, can you tell the jurors, what do you encounter?
Went up, I'm not sure how many flights of stairs though, but I think maybe like the fourth, maybe the third level. I think that's the highest one. I'm not mistaken.
Okay,
And I'm sorry.
what do you, so you get to the third or fourth level, what do you see?
I see a young male laying on the ground, multiple gunshot wounds.
Okay, and after you see the male laying on the ground with gunshot wounds, what do you do next as it relates to looking for or canvassing for any shooters?
Yes.
What do you do?
Pretty much I'm instructing everybody to get inside their apartments because there's a lot of people in the hallway, just so I can assess the scene, try to close it off for investigative purposes. By that time, I already had called other units to come out there, and as well as the supervisor.
Before you entered the building, did you attempt to go down, I guess, the adjacent road to Building 2000 Pierce Road, looking for any activity or anybody running down that street?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and were you able to locate or see anyone running down the street with guns or that looks suspicious?
No, but prior to me running, when I got in my vehicle, before I actually went into that back gate, as I was trying to get in, I actually saw an individual running. Not sure they had anything to do with it. And since I didn't get in the gate, that's when I actually ran around on the side of the building. Most likely they had went out the back side of the building, right where this picture is right here, supposedly.
They went out the opening that you can see in States of the 10.
Yes.
And when you say you ran around the back side of the building, was that where you see 2000 up in the top? In my right hand corner of the exhibit, is
Yes.
that where you ran around?
Yes.
Now I want to show you States Exhibits 12 through 52. You had an opportunity prior to your testimony today to look at photographs that are contained within States Exhibits 12 through 52.
Yes, I did.
And in your review of photographs, did you recognize States Exhibits 12 through 52?
Yes, I viewed all of these.
And can you tell jurors what do States Exhibits 12 through 52 depict?
Just a crime scene of the males where, as well as location of the blood splatter and also the shell casings and the items that was around them.
Okay, so just States Exhibits 12 through 52, each photograph represent Building 2000 and the things that you described that you saw when you entered in Building 2000 and went up the flight of stairs.
Yes.
Do they fairly and accurately depict what you saw that day?
Yes, it is.
And matter of the state tender was remarked States Exhibits 12 to 52.
No, Judge.
Those are all admitted.
Okay, now, can you tell the jurors, once you said you were telling people to go back into their apartment, they didn't see anything?
You said, did they see anything?
I believe the last thing you talked about is when you got to where the male was lying shot, that you were telling people to go back into their apartments.
Yes.
And can you tell the jurors, as it relates to securing the crime scene, how was that done when you were on scene and other members of the City of Atlanta Police Department arrived?
Pretty much just widen out the view of the crime scene area, even if it was downstairs, blood splatter that was on the next level, close that off as well to everybody, just so the investigators could come in.
And how many officers, if you can recall, after you arrived, were dispatched to the location?
I can't recall, like 15 plus.
Okay, and I guess did you and the other members that arrived kind of work in conjunction or together to keep everyone out of the crime scene from all ends of the building?
Correct, yes.
Okay, and can you explain to the jurors why you did that and why that's important?
Just to preserve the crime scene, whereas despite, wherever the males that suspects that were involved in this incident could have dropped something, also for video camera footage as well, and to make sure anybody that actually stays there doesn't tamper with anything that's already up there.
I'm going to show you States Exhibits 22 and 23. It should pop up here in a second. All right, and say to the 22, do you recognize the area that you're looking at in this photograph?
Yes.
And can you tell the jurors at the top of the stairs, if you're looking, are you looking down from the top of the stairs as it relates to the scene in 22?
Yes.
And the male that you described, would he be at the top of the stairs?
Yes, right behind that photo.
You see, I guess, the opening or the balcony area, you can see in the middle of space 22.
Yes.
You describe to the jurors where you were parked in relation to that opening where you can see the parking lot.
A little further back where the blue Taurus is that you see on the top right. If I'm not mistaken.
I think it's States Exhibit 23. Do you see that area of the parking lot?
Yes.
That closer to where you were parked as it relates to where you were, sitting, entering the property that had been taken?
Yes.
Now, once you and other members of the city police department kind of secured the crime scene, can you tell the jurors kind of what you did next as it relates to your role as one of the first responding officers to the scene?
Just get a crime scene log, everybody that stepped onto the scene, make sure investigators came out, homicide, crime scene technicians came out to take pictures and to obtain any evidence that they need for the investigation.
Okay. And how long, or about how long did you stay on the scene that day after homicide and other members of the City of Atlanta Police Department arrived from the crime scene tech unit?
It was a while. I can't recall it, when I left the scene.
Did you play a role as it relates to the homicide investigation, the crime scene processing and photographing?
As being the first responding officer, yes, but other than that, just try to close off the scene, make sure everybody was good.
When homicide detectives arrived, did you provide them the information that you had,
Yeah, as much as I could, yes.
And can you tell the jury why you were there? Did a crowd kind of form after officers and detectives arrived after the shooting?
Yes, he did.
Tell the jurors a little bit about that.
Crowd kind of formed on one of the photos. I don't know which number photo that was, but right on the side of building 2000, crowd kind of formed outside of there. Yeah.
That we're seeing the area where the crowd formed is in front of this. You see it in States Exhibit 10.
Yes, right outside of that building.
While you were on scene, did Mr. Wright, the victim's family mother, arrive?
I can't recall. I can't recall if she did. I'm pretty sure she did.
After kind of relaying the information that you've described to the jurors today to the homicide detectives that arrived, and then doing the crowd control that you just described, did that complete your kind of role as it related to this investigation?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm looking for the pending redirect.
Ms. Fagan, questions for Officer Simon?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Officer Simon. How are you?
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. So first and foremost, the first set of pictures that we looked at, that's the side that the elevator is located on, correct?
I don't know what the airbags are located at.
Okay. The first set of pictures that was shown to the jury, that's not the side where the alleged victim was found, right?
No.
He was on the other side,
Yes.
correct?
Can we put the picture up I'm sure they'll help you put it up, but we saw lots of sides of buildings, so I want to make sure I'm following.
Okay. So we started with States Exhibit 10. And so in States Exhibit 10, this is not the side that the alleged victim was actually found on, correct?
Correct.
And so on States Exhibit, was it 22? So from States Exhibit 22, the person that was taking that photo was close to the alleged victim's body, correct?
Correct.
And from that location, could you see where it was that you were doing your report in your vehicle at that time?
Yes, like, was stated like a little further back behind the blue Taurus, I believe, yeah.
Okay, but my question is, if you were standing right there, would you have been able to see you?
Most definitely.
Okay, so, if a confrontation was occurring on those stairs, they could potentially see an officer 100 feet away?
Yes.
And, when you arrived to the stairwell, when you found the alleged victim lying on the ground, you also found a firearm close by to him, correct?
Yes, I did.
In this case, did you actually watch the surveillance?
I did not.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Any redirect?
Very briefly, prior to your hearing gunshots, how close would you say you are to that balcony area, your vehicle?
Foot wise or from the gate, the black gate at the bottom, I say roughly like 60, 70 feet outside of the picture's view.
Prior to hearing the gunshots, did you hear any loud yelling or loud arguing or anything like that?
I did not.
Nothing further.
Any questions from any juror for Officer Simon? Nope. All right. Thank you, sir, for your time. You're good to go. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Mr. Abadi, we're going to break for lunch in a few minutes. Is the next witness?
Does anyone know if this is something new when they ask the jurors if they have questions? Does anybody know? Because I cannot say that I have seen that occur. Now, I've seen that happen in other states and jurisdictions, but I have not seen that in the most recent trials I've watched in Fulton County. So is that new? We have to research that a little bit. Anyway, we've got time on our side. Look at their fun lunch picture. Look at that. Peanut butter and jelly. A nice cheeseburger, a good salad, some pho or some ramen, whatever that is. Anyway, all right. Well, time is on our side and we're going to reclaim it and get back to the business at hand. Let's see. Are we still on to, hold on. Girl, let me make sure we're on the right day. They just, yes. Okay, here we go. It's like the camera flip.
Ton object going through the air at 600 miles an hour.
That's not what it is related to. So it doesn't quite correlate. Sorry. I get what you mean.
So that's obviously Mr. Abadi, but it's this is a different co-counsel, clearly. Different co-counsel. And Ms. Fagan and her client, they threw us off by changing the view. We had a whole different view before, but okay. All right, let's get back to it. Okay. Let me tell you, if Bougie Gang were a jury, I don't even know what y'all would be asking, but let me tell you something. I know there would be at least a few questions. There would be questions, okay? There would be questions. I know that for facts. Okay, let's keep going, guys. If you guys remember the Lori Vallow trial, they were able to ask questions. I remember only a few questions being asked, but they did ask some questions.
Thank you,
Ms.
Deputy
Anstead,
Gordon.
yep,
Everyone
they
can
be
be
asking some
seated.
girl, you know
Welcome
they be
back from
asking some
lunch.
questions.
I
Y'all
forgot to
be
check,
asking some
but it
questions.
sounds like you had a piece of paper in there that described a few lunch options. Like you didn't just hit the street and sort of follow your nose somewhere. Good. If you didn't go, the cafeteria on Washington Street actually has a good bunch of selections, and it is not all that expensive. I don't get a cut or whatever you do there. We have found, talking amongst the judges, that that's a good place to go. You need ID to get in that building. It's a government building, but it's quick enough that you can go there, something different each day, and be back. There is American Deli right there. Did anyone do American Deli? I hope we see you tomorrow. All right. We are ready to continue with the state's case.
If you want some lemon pepper wet and dry, baby, get the lemon pepper, have them do it wet, and then add a little sprinkle to the side. Yum.
Heard from a few witnesses, and I'll ask Ms. Jones-Connor to call the state's next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. State calls Miss Raquel James.
Okay, so did he say Miss Johnson Connor? What's her name?
We've heard from a few witnesses, and I'll ask Ms. Jones-Connor to call the state's next witness.
Jones
Thank you, Your Honor.
Connor.
State calls Miss Raquel James.
Co-counsel Jones Connor, there with Adam Abadi. Okay, Raquel.
You guys may raise your right hand. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you will give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, self God? Yes. Go ahead, have a seat. State, spell your name for the record.
Raquel
And your last name.
James.
What's your name, please? Raquel. We need your complete name, please. It's Raquel. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. Let me stop. I gotta go sit in the living room, because if I sit in the living room, then I'll stop playing with the computer. Because if I'm sitting here at my desk, I'm gonna be breaking it.
Have a seat. State, spell your name for the record.
Raquel
And your last name.
James.
Okay.
Raquel
And your last name.
James.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss James. And if you could spell your first name for the record so our court reporter has it.
Miss Jones Connor, why you do that? Come on. Wait, does Miss Jones Connor look a little bit like Alfre Woodard? Is she giving a little Alfre, or just a little bit like, Alfre Woodard 20 years ago? Just a little bit, just a little.
ROCKELL.
And James, James.
Yes, correct.
She said, "Can you spell your name?" And the lawyer ended up spelling it for her. Is she that bothered? She don't want to say her full name, and she didn't want to spell it. What?
Right. Well, good afternoon now, Miss James.
Miss Banner, girl, Miss James got a whole banner written across her chest. You see that?
To turn your attention back to a Sunday in August of 2022, August 7th. Do you remember where you were living back on August 7th, 2022?
Yes.
Okay. Where were you living?
Parkside Apartments
And how long at that point had you been in Parkside Apartments?
for about a year.
And were you living in the apartment by yourself?
Yes.
Did anyone else stay with you?
Yes.
Okay, who stayed with you?
My kids,
How many kids?
2,
How old were they back on August 7th, 2022?
7 months and 9.
And were you in a relationship at that time?
Yes, with my child's father.
And who is that person?
Montavious Wright.
Now I'm going to
That was her baby daddy is the man who got killed. Okay. I understand. Okay.
Show you what has been previously marked and shown to Defense Counsel as States Exhibit 1. If you could, take a look at States Exhibit 1 and let me know if you recognize.
Okay. Yes, that's him.
And when you say him, who are you referring to?
Quintavious Wright.
True and accurate depiction of Quintavious?
Yes, it is.
All right, this time the state tender States Exhibit 1.
No objection.
It's admitted.
Permission to publish.
Yes, ma'am.
So in just a moment, Ms. James, you're gonna see States Exhibit 1 on that screen in front of you. All right, looking at States Exhibit 1, Ms. James, who do we have here?
1 second, because there's something on the screen that's blocking it.
One moment.
Oh, if you'll tap stay muted, put your finger right or your knuckle, that'll do it.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
Who do we have in States Exhibit 1?
We have Quintavious Wright and his 3 kids.
And your children, I know that you said Mr. Wright was your child's father. Which one of those is
The baby.
the baby? And how old is he in this photo?
Couple of months.
Now, you said that back then you were staying at the Parkside Apartments. Do you remember the address of Parkside Apartments?
I do know my door number, 2806.
Okay. And which floor were you living on
3rd
at the
floor.
apartments? 3rd floor?
Yeah.
In one moment, I'm going to show you what's been marked as States Exhibit 7. Sorry, there's just a tiny lag. Okay. Looking at States Exhibit 11, can you see that on your screen?
I do.
Okay, do you recognize what we see there?
Yes.
What are we looking at?
We're looking at Parkside Apartments.
Okay, and which street would we be on if we're looking at this part of Parkside?
Dunley.
Okay, is that Donnelly Hallwell?
Yes.
Okay. And where you stayed, which, I guess, side of this building would it be on? If you can see it.
On the other side.
Okay. So the back side of what we're looking at now?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember which building number?
No, I do not.
And I'm going to States Exhibit 8. And then States Exhibit 9. Do you recognize the area in either States Exhibit 9 here or States Exhibit 8?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Orient us if we're looking here at States Exhibit 9. Where would your apartment be from here?
To the right side
Okay.
of the police car.
8. Now, you and Quintavious were in a relationship at the time. How long had y'all been together back at that point in August of 2022?
5 years.
5 years?
Yes.
And particularly on that Sunday morning, do you remember seeing Quintavious?
I do. I do.
Okay. Tell me about how that morning started.
Woke up, he was in the living room. He was kind of upset because I went out last night. So I just ended up leaving, going to get my nails done.
And were your kids at home that day?
They were.
Both kids?
Yes.
Okay. And when you ended up leaving around, what time was that, if you remember?
That I don't recall.
Still morning, afternoon?
Morning.
Morning, okay. And when you left out, were you by yourself? Were the kids staying? What were you doing there
Left out with the kids.
with the kids?
Yes,
And did you drive at the time?
I did.
Okay. And where was your vehicle parked, if you recall?
In the middle of the buildings.
Now, we were just looking at State's Exhibit 9. You said that your building, your apartment would have been to the right of that police car.
Yes,
Were you parked there?
I was.
Okay.
Further.
And when you say in the middle, what is it in the middle of? Like the area where you're parked?
2 buildings.
Okay. So one is your building,
Yes.
and then one is, do you remember the number on the other building?
No.
Okay. If I am standing in between the 2 buildings facing a street, on which side would your building be?
To the left.
To the left, okay, and the other building's to the right. So your building where your apartment was on the 3rd floor is
My
to your
left.
left?
My left.
Okay. Here we go, okay. I'm gonna pull up States 10. Just to see if we can get a better view of the area. Do you recognize the area we're looking at in States 10?
I do.
Okay, and orient us, is this the building you're referring to, where you were parked?
It is.
Okay, and is this the side of the building you were parked on or the opposite side?
It was.
It was,
The side I was parked.
okay, so if we're looking at States 10, I'm gonna make this into a touch screen if you can. Okay, if you can, using your finger, mark where you would have been parked on that morning of August 7, 2022.
Wait. Yeah,
Like in front of those meters or whatever that is stuck on the wall?
correct.
And do you recognize any of the vehicles we're looking at there?
Mine.
Is that your vehicle parked in that spot?
It is.
Okay, and what type of vehicle were you driving? I'm sorry.
A Nissan Altima.
Okay. Now, behind your vehicle, we kind of see a hallway. If we were trying to get to your apartment, how would we get there from here?
You either can go up the stairs right when you go through the door, or you can catch the elevator and go to the 3rd floor.
If I'm going to the elevator, how far, roughly how far is it from where your car is?
It's a bit of a walk.
Okay. And then your apartment would it have been closest to the elevator or the stairs?
The elevator.
Okay. Now, that morning, you leave out of the apartment. Is Quatavius still on the couch in the apartment when you leave out?
He is.
Okay. You leave out with your children and you head to your car, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me what happens from there.
So I went downstairs, put the kids in the car. But I forgot something. I forgot my child iPad. So I closed the door, ran back up there to get the iPad. And I did not see Quintavious in the house when I went up there to get the iPad. I came back down, got back in my car, and was speaking to my mom and telling her that I was bringing the kids over so I can go get my nails done.
And when you say speaking to your mom, is this in person or on the phone?
On the phone.
Okay.
Not too long ago, getting off the phone with her, he calls me and asks me, am I okay? And that he loves me.
He
So-
being Quatavious?
Yes, Quintavious, right. After that, I heard gunshots.
Over the phone you heard them, or you were close enough to wherever the shooting was, you could hear it?
Close enough. So I was in the car and I heard the gunshots.
Did you see anything at the point at which you heard the gunshots?
Other than after the gunshots went out, I seen two boys running from out the gate past me.
Now, let me back up just a little bit. You're still on the phone with your mom when you hear gunshots. Do you remember roughly how many?
No,
But more than one.
definitely more than one, like it sounded like, yeah.
And you were saying you were close enough, so they sounded close to where you were?
Yes,
Okay. Now, before those gunshots went off, did you hear anything else going on in the complex, in the building?
no,
And you stated that after the gunshots, you see two people running past your car, is that right?
yes, that's correct.
Okay. And in your car, which seat are you in?
I am in the driver's seat.
Okay. And are both children in the back?
They are.
Anyone else in the car with you?
No,
And when you see the two individuals, you describe them as males, is that right?
that's correct.
Two males. When you see them running past, do they come on your driver's side or the passenger side?
The driver's side. And I also asked them, what was that? And they stated probably some firecrackers. And they ran.
Now, your building, how long had you been living there?
For about like a year and a couple of months.
Do you know if there were any cameras as part of the building?
Yes, they were.
Where were they located?
They were located everywhere, like by the elevator, by each end of the complex, by the stairs, in the stairwells.
Did you have a chance to look at some footage related to those video cameras?
Yes,
Okay. Did it show accurate depictions of the footage or the cameras that would have been by the elevator or on the different floors?
yes,
And when reviewing that, you actually, I'm gonna approach you with this, with what has been previously marked as State's Exhibit 5 and shown to Defense Counsel. After viewing that footage, were you able to provide your signature to confirm that that was indeed an accurate depiction of your apartment complex?
yes,
And looking at State's Exhibit 5, is that your signature or your initials on State's Exhibit 5?
yes, that is.
Your Honor, at this time, the state would tender State's Exhibit 5.
Ms. Fagan, any objection?
Your Honor, we object to authentication and foundation.
Do you want to, based on what I've heard, it seems like the state has met its burden. Tell me where you think there's a deficiency, or you're just preserving the objection.
Well, Your Honor, my concern is that this witness has only been given whatever the state had provided versus the actual apartment complex coming in, showing all their videos that they have and saying that this was physically taken from our device, put onto this USB, and no alterations or deletions have been made.
Okay. I don't know that all those steps are required, but if you want to inquire about apparent alterations or deletions, you're welcome to do that. And I think that will be something for cross-examination as well as to the weight the jury might want to give this particular video.
Absolutely, Your Honor, I'll just ask one more question. Ms. James, in reviewing that footage from the apartment complex, you also being present that day, did any of the footage that you reviewed appear to be altered in any way?
No,
Any deletions that you noticed?
no, not at all.
Your Honor, with that, I would renew the state's moving to tender State's Exhibit 5.
Okay, I'll admit it over objection.
Thanks, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Now, in addition to the cameras that were outfitted by the apartment complex, did you yourself have any cameras for your apartment?
Yes, I did.
Okay, what type of cameras?
Spring camera
Okay,
that was mounted
and when you say mounted, where was it in relation to your door?
on the third floor above my door.
And so it would have been mounted towards the ceiling?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and then facing out towards, what would it capture?
The walkway.
Okay,
Yeah, the front. Yeah,
and when you refer to walkway, is that kind of what we're looking at here in State's Exhibit 10,
correct.
that in between?
Yes.
Okay. And then that footage from your Ring camera, did you have an opportunity to preserve any footage tied specifically to August 7th of 2022? Or any recordings from your Ring camera that were from August 7th, 2022, the date of the incident?
Say that again, because I didn't understand the question.
Did you have any recordings from your Ring camera from August 7th of 2022?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and did you keep those recordings or provide them to anyone at any point?
Yes, I did.
Who'd you provide them to?
The investigator that came to the scene.
Okay. And did you have a chance to review those same Ring cameras or Ring video footage before today?
Yes.
I'm gonna approach you with what has been previously marked and shown to defense counsel as State's Exhibit 4. In looking at State's Exhibit 4, do you recognize anything on State's Exhibit 4?
Other than my signature, no.
That's your signature on State's Exhibit 4?
Yes, it is.
And in reviewing State's Exhibit 4, was it a true and accurate copy of the Ring videos that you provided to law enforcement?
That is correct. Yes, it is.
Did they appear to have any alterations or deletions?
No, not at all.
Your Honor, at this time, the state would tender State's Exhibit 4. No objection.
Okay, different providence, no objection. I'll admit 4. Question about 5. What I've got on the exhibit list says cameras D2 through D79. How many different videos are actually on 5? I just want to make sure you had an exchange with Ms. James where she said, I looked at something and it fairly inaccurately depicted my recollection of what things looked like that day.
Gotcha.
But if there are 92 videos on there and she didn't look at all of them, then I'm going to need to revisit Ms. Fagan's objection.
Understood, Your Honor. In showing Ms. James the video we played through, but not in its entirety, we had her look at a snippet of each one of them, which is a total of
She looked at each one that's on the video. She may not have watched it in its entirety, but she
Yes.
looked at each one.
yes. the
Each
snippet
camera is providing a
A
different
snippet.
angle.
Of each camera.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Then I'll leave my ruling as it is. I just wanted to confirm, is that correct, Ms. James? You didn't look at just one video from the apartment cameras as opposed to your own. You looked at multiple?
I did look at multiple.
Okay.
Right. Now, Miss James, after the gentleman have run past your vehicle, what do you do from there?
I get out the car and I run upstairs to my apartment.
And which way do you take running upstairs?
I went to the right. No, to the left.
Elevator or stairs? Let me ask that.
Stairs.
Okay. And do you make it to your apartment? Let me ask that.
I did.
And what do you see when you make it up there?
I see Quintavious Wright further down, laying in a pool of blood, and a lot of people surrounding him.
Is he at your apartment?
No, he's not directly in front of my door, but he is on the same floor in the same apartment.
Is he closest to the side where your vehicle was parked or the opposite side of the building?
The opposite.
Now, I'm going to show you beginning with State's Exhibit 5.
You're going to try to push this through Zoom rooms?
No, we're
Good.
coordinating between the two to hopefully make it quicker. And while Mr. Abadi is pulling that up, I want to go back through some of the things that I will pull up on the video. But when you left out of your apartment heading down to your car with the children, would that have been captured? Would that have been captured on any videos?
Yes.
Okay. It should come up. We're gonna show you camera angle 56 from State Exhibit 5. And in just a brief moment, there we have it. Starting at timestamp 12:24:50.
So we're working through this for the first time. We've got a couple new pieces of equipment in the courtroom. It's on the two screens the jurors can see. You're going to also push it through. It should be able to push through Zoom. If not, then we'll just need to have Ms. James looking at one of the big screens. And I'll find out from tech how we have it pushed through Zoom as well.
I would ask to have her look at one of the big screens because we have an audio one and
We're good, so we'll just do that. But I noticed that Ms. James like, hey, when's it gonna be on my screen? And I don't think it will the way we're doing this, but it should be on those two screens. So if you need to turn your chair a little bit, you're welcome to do it.
And are you able to see State's Exhibit 5, that camera angle on the big screen, Ms. James?
Yeah.
Okay. And if we can back it up just a little bit again, I know we stopped and then played it again.
Questions, I'll fix it.
Okay.
It's very good.
Now, we saw it and we're trying to kind of work through again our new tech, doing our best. But we see an individual walking down the hallway with what appears to be children. Do you recognize anybody in that snippet?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay. And if we are positioned right now where the camera is, are we near the elevator or your apartment?
Apartment.
Okay. Can you see your apartment door?
I do see him going inside of it.
Yeah, see if this still, oh, doesn't. But if you could point on that big screen to your apartment door. Okay. And you are walking towards what at this point?
Elevator.
Okay. Now we're gonna go forward. You stated earlier that after getting in the kids in the car, you forgot something. Was that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now resume at hour 12, 43 minutes. It was 00 seconds. Do you recognize anyone at this point?
That's me.
Okay, and what are you doing at this point?
Walking from my apartment back to the elevator.
And again, during this portion of time, did you come into contact with Quatavius at all?
No.
Now, you stated that you also had ring camera footage that you provided to officers. Is that right?
Yes.
Or the detective, excuse me.
Yes.
Okay. Did you recognize, I guess, yourself or any voices at any point while reviewing the ring footage from that day?
Did I recognize myself?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Did you recognize any other voices or any other people during your review?
Yes, I did.
Who?
From my ring camera, I witnessed Quatavius. I witnessed 2 men.
And how'd you recognize the 2 men?
Put in the time and the time of when the incident happened together. So basically when they ran.
So when you're saying you recognize 2 men on your ring camera footage, these are the same 2 men who ran past your car?
Correct.
Okay. Do you remember anything notable about what they might have been wearing, either one of them?
Hats.
Now, in just a moment, we're gonna pull up State's Exhibit 4.
Will you share, is your device in Zoom rooms?
No, Your Honor, because this is the part that has audio and we keep getting the feedback if we're in Zoom and share audio.
We got it to work before. The device you're using is the one with your name on it?
Mhm.
Okay, so it's in Zoom. Share your screen and let's see what happens, please. I don't think you need to share the audio. Don't click the share audio box. You're just sharing your screen, so we'll see the video. The audio will come out of the larger screen here. That way Ms. James can look straight ahead and Ms. Fagan and Mr. Tuitt can see what's on the screen. It shouldn't slow down what's there. That's still the full feed. Let's see what happens.
Fingers crossed.
So I interrupted Ms. Jones-Connor. This is your ring camera footage? Is that what one sees with your ring camera, Ms. James?
Not what's on the screen right
That
now.
was-
Oh, that's not what's
Sorry.
on the screen. We're back to.
This is the elevators. So
Well, while we have it up, we will stay on State's Exhibit 5. I'm sorry, Ms. James. State's Exhibit 5, do you recognize who we see here in State's Exhibit 5?
yes, that's myself.
Okay. And this is at timestamp 12 hours, 41 minutes, and when you made that statement, 0 seconds. And what do you have in your hand there, if you can recognize it?
I have a fan.
Okay. And then we see,
iPad.
oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I see a fan, iPad, and a purse.
The iPad that you went back upstairs for to keep the little ones entertained, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And just pausing here, just so we can orient ourselves again. If we are standing where you were before you got into the elevator, which direction would your apartment be?
Standing where I was on the camera.
Yes.
Left.
So if I'm standing,
Coming off the elevator.
let me do it a different way.
I'm just going to break in real quick. If anybody is thinking in the back of their mind, okay, so you went downstairs, you realized you forgot the iPad, and I'm not shaming or anything. This lady lost her baby daddy, so I'm just stating the obvious, because if I was sitting as a juror, I'd be thinking, you left a 7-month-old and a 9-year-old in a car in August. So I'm assuming you left the car on with the air conditioning, but you left 2 small kids in a vehicle running with air, I hope. I don't know. I'm going to assume she left the car on with air. Baby, and then little do you know, she goes upstairs, the man's killed. What do you like? Okay, my man just got killed. My 7-month-old is downstairs. Baby, you can't leave kids unattended. Now, by the grace of God, she didn't have the kids because the killers, according to her, ran right past her when she was like, what was that? And they said firecrackers and kept on running. That's a lot. I'm sitting there thinking, and then you ran upstairs. What did you do with the kids when you realized your man got shot? Because you got to go run downstairs and get the baby. That's a whole 7-month-old. A 9-year-old can't really watch a 7-year-old, but for like 5 minutes. I know. This is sad, right? I feel bad for this lady. You know, she's been through a lot. Um, let's just listen to the rest of her testimony. But yeah, y'all. I don't know if you guys were thinking that in the back of your mind, but I was. I said, let me talk to Bougie Gang real quick.
Elevator is this wonderful contraption we have here.
Yeah.
And I'm standing like you were holding the fan in.
I wouldn't have left my 7-month-old for like, well, you know, when I had my baby, fortunately, I was, you know, we were in our own home. We were not at an apartment. I definitely wouldn't have done it in an apartment. And it's not anything about an apartment other than people do try to steal kids. And I was very much paranoid being a mom at 40 with an infant that, yeah, I would take my kid out even just for a second because I was not leaving my baby unattended because want nobody stealing my kid. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, if you know, you know, but there were one too many stories about babies being stolen. So hell no. But you know, if she felt comfortable where she was living, that was her judgment call. But also with the hot car type situation, I would imagine she had air running for the babies, but look what happened. You know, not that's not any of her fault, but look what happened. You leave, you know, girl, nothing like you couldn't have planned anything like this, obviously. You know, I feel bad for her though. She's been through a lot.
iPad.
Is the direction of the orange arrow I drew or the opposite direction? If we were going to your apartment? Because you were standing facing the elevator. And so would you go orange arrow?
Judge McBurney asks a lot of questions. I don't know if I like this or not. Sometimes most judges are pretty quiet, but he's asking questions like we ask. You see, are you catching this, T?
Direction?
Judge
Would you
McBurney
go the
nosy.
opposite direction or is it actually behind you?
To the left.
So follow the orange arrow?
No.
That's my left.
Yeah.
What's your left? Because you were standing facing sunlight.
Yeah. So if I turn around, I'm
Okay.
going to the left.
Okay. So green arrow is the direction of your apartment?
That's correct.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. James. Now turning to State's Exhibit 4, which are the ring videos. We should be able to see those in a second.
Hold my screen.
And we're starting with ring video 001, which should have some audio.
Yeah.
Audio is not working through the Zoom.
Is it something different on that screen? It's not, we're still looking at the elevator. I
Yeah.
can't see
Oh,
what's
you're
on the big
right.
screen.
Oh,
Try sharing through, stop sharing, then reshare. Thank you. And maybe let's try,
Is there supposed to be audio
there's
with
supposed to
that?
be audio with that, to try a second one.
Is your volume on? Or maybe to be. So that's not good.
it's when when I'm not sharing via Zoom, it doesn't do that.
But what if did you turn you unmuted or you just turn the volume is up on your computer, it just was muted?
Yes.
The volume on the video is up.
Okay, so just push that through those. I'll get technical input on if there's a way we could watch the video as well. So unshare, thank you.
I believe we cut it short in the beginning. I'm just gonna replay Ring Video 001. There's a slight delay with that audio beginning, but did you recognize any voices or anything in Ring Video 001?
No, I couldn't hear.
For now, we're gonna move to still in States Exhibit 4, but 6105. We have better luck on this.
This is another Ring
Yes,
video?
yes.
Okay.
Recognize any voices or anyone in States 4, but 6105.
I do.
Who do you recognize?
I recognize Quintavious' voice and someone else's voice.
Okay. Can you make out anything about what he's saying? I don't know.
All I heard was, I'm a real killer nigga. And he said, I am too. Quintavious.
And do you recognize the other voice that we hear?
I do recognize the voice, but I don't know who. Well, I can understand what that voice is saying, but I don't know who is saying it.
Okay. So you don't know who the person is, you just hear that there's another voice.
That's correct.
Okay. Now, I'm then gonna play 6106 from the Ring camera footage.
Y'all, the transcript goes, I'm a real killer. He said, I'm a real killer nigga. And he said, I am too. Do you imagine this is your brand new apartment complex you move in? I would be moving right out. I would be if I had just moved in, I would be moving out. What were they arguing over? You know what I'm saying? You know what? He might have Rich Auntie, he might have recognized her. That's why when she said, "What was that?" He said, "Fireworks." You know how nosy we are. This seems to like a whole building full of us. Baby, they know whose girl is whose girl. She's an attractive woman. She was getting on the elevator, looked like she had a full wig on. She had her little form-fitting sundress on. They know who she is, the girl with the kids and who just had a baby. They probably knew that that was his girl. So when she asked what was that and they said some firecrackers, they knew exactly what they were doing because they knew they just ran into his girlfriend and they said firecrackers and kept on running. Meanwhile, they knew that they had just popped off some guns and they had just shot her man.
Do you recognize the two individuals we see run past?
I do.
Okay, and how you recognize them?
By seeing them run past me and then seeing them on my camera.
These are the same ones that ran past your car after you heard the gunshots?
That's correct.
Okay. And did you know either individual before this?
I did not.
Do you know whether they lived on your floor or anywhere else in the complex?
I did not.
And we hear someone make a comment about a bag. And you tripping. That individual had heard their voice before. You know,
One you just showed me before, that one.
okay. With the argument.
Correct.
Okay. And did you hear Quatavius's voice at any point during this footage?
I did not.
One moment. Now, Miss James, at some point when you went upstairs, were you able to see Quintavious or were there a lot of people around? Were you able to make it to him?
I was able to make it to him.
Is he responding to you?
No.
Is he moving at all?
No.
Has police arrived on the scene?
They did.
Do you remember how many officers?
No.
You don't, it's years ago, I understand. At some point, did you talk to the police?
I did.
And did you describe the same events that happened that day? Taking your kids down to the car, hearing the gunshots, running back upstairs?
Yes, I did.
And at some point, did you receive information or have any questions tied to a pink gun or a pink firearm?
Yes.
I'm gonna show you with what has been previously marked in State's Exhibit 78, 79. If you could, please, take a look at State's Exhibit 78 and 79.
Sure.
Let me know if you recognize it.
Yes.
How do you recognize 78 and 79?
How do I recognize it?
Yes.
It's been mine. Pink.
You said that it's yours?
Yes,
That is your firearm that you owned?
that is.
Okay. And this is a true and accurate depiction in the photos, those 78 and 79 of your gun as it would have been in 2022.
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, State would tender State's Exhibit 78 and 79.
Ms. Fagan, any objection to 78 and 79?
No objection.
They are admitted.
And in one moment, you'll see state 78, 79 on the screen in front of you. The one that's actually sitting on the desk, I'm sorry.
I thought for a second there that was my video going out, but
Okay,
I guess
starting with
that's
state
hers.
78. And then state 79. You said that this was your firearm, is that right? I need a yes or no for the court reporter.
Yes,
And do you remember seeing it on that Sunday morning of August 22?
yes,
And where'd you see it?
in my house.
She wasn't running.
And was it typically carried by you or someone else?
Me,
So I'm not sure. So she said she was packing up the car with the kids. She was getting ready to go to her mom's house. She gets in the car. She makes a call to her mom, telling her mom she's on the way. You know how you sit in the car for a minute before you pull off? And I think she realized she forgot the iPad. She's getting out the car to go get the iPad. Two guys are running down. She hears a pop pop. Two guys are running downstairs. She's like, "What was that? Did you hear that?" And they said it was some firecrackers or something like that. And she's going upstairs, and she goes upstairs and sees her man laid out. She didn't run to the gunshots, but she was going upstairs to get the iPad, I believe. I think. Is that right, you guys? I think she went back upstairs to get the iPad. Do you think she went back up a second time?
and him.
When you say him, who are you referring to?
Quinte was right.
One moment, Miss James.
Right. They ran past her, but she also talked to them. She said, "What was that?" And they said, "Firecrackers." Okay, so she had to go back upstairs again.
In a moment, I'm going to approach you with what has been marked as State's Exhibits 98, 99.
Okay.
Take a look at States 98, 99, and 100. And let me know if you recognize anything about those photos.
I recognize these are the two dudes that I seen run past my car.
Which one are you looking at when you say that?
I'm looking at the one in the green with the hat that I described earlier.
Sorry, so when you said the two dudes, you recognize the two dudes, were you looking at States 98?
Oh, yes, correct.
And then you had moved to States 100, actually. And you said you recognize that as what now?
The dude I was describing earlier with the hat on. And
From States 99?
99, that's the dude who also ran past my camera and also ran past me while I'm sitting in the car.
Honor, at this time, the state return their States Exhibits 98, 99, and 100. No objection?
No objection. They're all admitted.
I'm going to publish, starting with States Exhibit 98. Beginning with States Exhibit 98 on the screen in front of you. The individual towards the bottom of States 98 with the backwards hat and something appearing to be a firearm in his hand. Do you recognize that individual?
I do.
And is that one of the individuals who ran past your car after the shots?
He is.
And in States 98, you see another individual wearing a mask and holding what appears to be a bag of some sort in his hand. Do you recognize that individual?
I do as well.
Is that one of the two individuals you saw running past your car after the shots?
Yes.
And you don't know either of these people by name or nickname or moniker or anything like that?
No. Not at the present moment. No. Not
Pardon me? Not at what?
Not at that actual moment. No.
Okay.
This individual, do not know in States 99, do not know a name or moniker for this person.
No.
Okay. Had you ever seen them at the complex before?
No.
What about the guy with the backward baseball cap and the camo outfit?
I never seen neither one of them until I looked at my footages before August 7th. Then I realized that they've been around.
So including the individual we see here in States Exhibit 100,
That's
reviewing your ring video, you realized you had seen them before at the complex, but hadn't really noticed. Is that fair to say?
yes, correct. Multiple times.
Now, I'm gonna go back to States Exhibit 5. To show one more of the angles we reviewed. Should come onto the screen shortly. Starting at 12:54:22.
Does this have audio or no audio?
No audio.
All right, in the future, if there's no audio, if you would do share here as well, so we can all see it. Thanks.
I'm gonna pause here at 12:55:09. Ms. James, if you could, who's that touch? Oh, never mind. If you could stand and point on the large screen for me, where would you have been at this point?
Here.
And we saw two individuals come from this breezeway, and you see them kind of at the top of the screen there. Do you recognize those two individuals?
Yes,
And who are they?
it's a little bit of on my ring camera.
And they're the same ones that we saw in States Exhibit 98, 99, and 100.
They are.
Okay. You can have a seat, Ms. James. Thank you, Ms. James. I don't have any further questions.
Okay.
Ms. Fig, questions for Ms. James?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Good afternoon, Ms. James.
Hello.
Your apartment complex, so there's two entrances and exits, correct? To the buildings?
Yes,
And your apartment was located towards the elevator side, right?
correct.
And then down the hall, there's another stairwell, correct? To go up and down out of the building,
Yes,
right? And so for you, each time you came in and out of that apartment building, you came in through the elevator side, correct?
each time I came in and out, no,
Okay, so there was a time that you went to the other stairwell side?
no.
Okay,
Yes, it was. I'm sorry.
okay. And which time was that?
Time,
Right, so we saw you at 12:41 when you leave with your kids, correct?
Yeah,
At that time, you went down the side with the elevator, correct?
yeah,
We saw you again at 12:43:50, correct?
I guess,
And that's the time where you had the iPad and the fan, correct?
I guess. I'm not sure of the times.
And at that time, you also went down the elevator side, correct?
At what time?
12:43:50,
Yeah.
and that was the elevator side, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no for the court reporter?
Yes,
ma'am?
yes, yes.
And then when you came back in through the elevator side, correct?
I came in multiple times, so I'm not sure.
Okay, at what point, at which one of those times that I just mentioned, did you come in from the side, not on the elevator?
Say that again?
At what, 12:41, you leave with your children, correct?
Okay.
Correct?
I guess. I'm not sure of the times, but okay.
Okay, at some point in time, you leave with your children.
And don't worry, no one's trying to lock you into a specific time, it's just what it said on the video, so.
Yes, 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 I understand. I
I mean,
just
if you
don't
say I
know.
knew it was 12:43:01.
Okay,
Right. Okay, so I'll stick away from times. So you leave with your children, right?
right.
Put your children in the car and realize you didn't have the iPad.
Yes,
Okay, when you left at that point, you left through the elevator side, correct?
yes.
When you came back in through the elevator side, correct?
To get the iPad, correct.
When you grab the iPad and you leave again, right?
Yes,
Because at this point, your children are in the car, you gotta hurry. right?
yes,
Now, when you leave to bring the iPad to the children, you leave through the elevator side, correct?
yes,
And then when you hear the gunshots and you come back to your apartment,
yes.
you come back through the elevator side, correct?
The elevator side,
Yes.
but yes, but I didn't go on the elevator.
Oh, right, I'm not asking about the
Okay.
actual elevator, but each time, that was the entrance and the exit that you used, right?
Correct.
When you would come home and when you would leave your apartment regularly, is that the side you would be on?
That's correct.
That's where you would park, that's where you'd enter, that's where you'd exit, correct?
Sometimes,
Okay,
depending
and so what would it depend?
whether the gate is broken or not,
Okay, can you
or
explain?
the elevator isn't working. So I will go on either sides of the building to get to my apartment.
Okay. Now, and for, Mr. Wright, did he have nicknames?
Did he have what?
Nicknames?
Yeah,
And what is his nickname?
he had a nickname called Smoke.
And for Smoke, when he would arrive, did he have a vehicle?
No, he didn't.
Okay, so if he would arrive, would he come through the elevator side or the other side?
Just depends, like I said.
Now, you indicated that when you left with the children, was he in the apartment at that time?
When I left with the children,
Right, the first time.
yeah, the first time when I left out the door, yes, he was in the house.
And then within a couple minutes, you realized you didn't have that iPad, right?
Yes,
And before you even pulled out of the parking lot, you ran back upstairs, correct?
yes,
Yes.
yes,
And so when you came back, at that point, you indicated that he was not in the apartment at that time when you grabbed the iPad,
that's
right?
correct.
And so do you recall the camera showing, or the state specifically saying 12:43:50? Do you recall that time being the time that you left with iPad?
No, I don't recall it.
Okay. Now, so you don't recall 12:43:50 being the time that you left with iPad?
No, it was so long ago.
Now, 12:43:50, when you actually leave with the iPad at that point, do you recall, you indicate he wasn't there. Do you recall seeing your firearm at that time when you walked in the house?
I wasn't looking for it.
Okay.
Where did you all keep it in the house?
Kept it up,
Was mean,
up away from the kids in the closet somewhere.
So when was the last, now you indicated to this jury that you had seen it earlier that day in your house. Where did you see it at that point?
It was up.
Okay, so when you told this jury that you had seen it that day, where did you see it?
In my house, put up
Where?
in the closet, like I stated before.
Now, when you left at 12:43:50, he was gone, and at that point, you didn't know if the firearm was gone?
Say that again?
When you left with the iPad, did you at that point realize the firearm was gone?
No.
Now, you said that the question was, if he uses the gun, you indicated that it was typically carried by you and him, correct?
Yes.
Now, is there a reason, did he own his own firearms?
No.
Okay, is there a reason that you would share a firearm?
For protection.
Okay, and is he allowed to own firearms?
Unaware.
Hold on, there's an objection.
Your Honor, can we take this up outside the presence of the jury? Agree.
We can, what's the relevance of your question? Assume for a moment that maybe Mr. Wright wasn't supposed to have a firearm. What's the relevance of that with this witness?
Was the question supposed or not supposed?
Suppose he, for whatever reason, is not supposed to have a gun. How is that relevant?
Well, I think that testimony will then indicate as far as the justification on behalf of Mr. Tuitt.
We're not going in that, you should ask other questions and we'll revisit the topic of Mr. Wright outside the presence of the jury, but you should press on with different questions.
So when you bought the firearm, when did you buy the firearm?
I don't remember.
Where did you buy the firearm?
Pawn shop, I believe.
And did you buy the firearm before you were in a relationship with Smoke or after you began the relationship with Smoke?
I don't remember.
Do you know what caliber the firearm was?
Meaning, like,
Shoot 9mm rounds or
oh,
45s?
9.
9mm? And do you know what type of firearm it was?
Yes,
And what type of firearm was it?
it was a 9mm.
Can you tell me when in this conversation she goes from calling him Quintavious or Quitavious to calling him Smoke? So she asked Raquel what was his nickname. She said they called him Smoke. All of a sudden, Nicole Fagan, who is being very, I think it's kind of a little bit rude to all of a sudden start calling him Smoke. Like, who told you to call him Smoke? You want some smoke? Like, girl, why are you calling this man Smoke? No, did you know him?
You know,
You think she bought her man a pink gun? Or you think her man had access to her pink gun? I mean, I don't know that she would admit to buying a felon a gun. That's probably why she's not going to admit to it. But if that's her gun and he went and he would use it, or I don't know, had access to it, girl, a mess.
what brand it was.
Yeah, but it's printed on the picture, so I don't know about.
I didn't hear you.
It's on the gun. It's printed on the gun.
Understand, I'm asking you, you purchased that firearm, correct?
I did.
What type of firearm did you purchase?
A 9mm
Okay,
firearm.
but you don't know what brand,
What?
but you don't know what brand.
No.
Now, you indicated that when you had brought the kids back the iPad, now we're in the vehicle the second time, okay? Now, you said that at that point you received a phone call from Smoke, correct?
In the vehicle, yes.
Right. And do you have an idea about what time that was? Meaning towards the gunshots, was it right before you heard gunshots? Was it 10 minutes before you heard gunshots, 5 minutes?
I don't remember.
Okay, so, have you seen the surveillance in this case of the actual shooting?
No.
Okay, so were you aware that Smoke was fighting for 5 minutes prior to gunshots ringing off?
No, because I wasn't there.
Okay, but you have ring footage, correct?
I do.
And in the ring camera, at the time that this incident occurred, you could play back?
Say that again?
So when you have a ring camera, is yours motion detected or is it all the time running?
Motion.
Okay, and so if there isn't motion within a certain time, well, after a certain time frame, it deletes, correct?
What do you mean by deletes?
So I'm asking that, so you showed us a piece of a camera that you provided to the police, correct?
I showed the footage, yes.
And so I'm asking that besides that footage, were you able to see how long Smoke was fighting prior to the shooting?
No, I didn't have the fighting on my ring camera. No.
That morning, did he tell you that he was going to confront someone down the hall?
He did not.
Did he tell you he was going to borrow your gun to go confront someone down the hall?
He did not.
Now, you indicated that he was upset with you about the night before, right?
Yes.
Did he tell you why else he was upset?
No.
Did he mention any other women?
No.
Did you know the female that lived down the hall to the left?
I did not.
Do you know now?
Yes.
What's her name?
Don't know.
Now, I'm not asking what was said, but who told you about that?
Not sure.
Did you find out about her recently, or did you find out about her closer to the shooting?
Closer to the shooting.
Thank you. So was he messing with someone down the hall? Is that y'all? Girl. Was he messing with someone down the hall, Miss AJ87? Ooh. Girl. Okay, all right, let's get back to it, y'all. We're gonna have to get all the way through day 1 today and get caught up with day 2. Oh my God, we're a whole day behind, you guys. Are we gonna get caught up? If you're gonna get caught up, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Oh, that rhymes. Okay. Okay. If we gonna get caught up, hit that thumbs up. Okay. If you're on the replay, make sure to hit the thumbs up because we getting ready to get caught up. Okay. Girl, it's the tea getting ready to come out. I know that's probably why she's having a hard time crying and being fully in her mourning because this ninja, girl. Okay, let's get to it. Let me stop.
Okay, so, now, you just indicated to this jury that you reviewed portions of this USB, correct?
That's correct.
And so, did
That's
you,
the apartment surveillance as opposed to the ring.
apartment surveillance?
Okay.
Now, did you review 72 videos?
I don't remember.
Did you see the video where Smoke is arguing for over 5 minutes?
Yeah.
You did see that video.
No, I didn't. Sorry.
So I'm confused. Yes or no? You did or did not see that video?
No, arguing no.
Okay, so how could you tell this jury that there's no alterations or deletions if you haven't even seen it?
Objection, Your Honor, argumentative.
Next question.
Could you say that there are no alterations or deletions of videos you've never seen?
Say that again.
Could you testify truthfully that there are no alterations or deletions if you haven't seen all the videos?
Yes.
How?
Because I was showed what is in your hand.
Okay, but did you see the video of the shooting?
No, I was told there was no video of the shooting.
Who told you that?
Apartment complex.
Okay, not the DA's office? Yes or no for the?
No.
And so are you aware that there is video of the shooting and shows where Smoke goes to pull the firearm?
Objection, Your Honor, argumentative.
What was the,
Argumentative and also facts, not in evidence.
okay, let's not get into videos that haven't been played yet.
What side does Smoke carry his firearm on?
I don't know.
You don't know what side he carries his firearm
I
on?
do not.
Does he carry it in a holster?
I don't know.
Does he carry it in the front or the back?
I don't know.
I would be like,
Now, you were
first
with
of
him
all,
for 5 years.
Nicole, I would say, Nicole, first of all, that pink gun is not his, it's mine. If he took it out my closet, I didn't know because I was on the way to go get my nails done. Okay. There is no way he holds his gun. It's my gun. And I was in the car with my kids going to the nail shop.
That's correct.
How many times have you seen him carry a firearm?
Several times.
Okay, and so when you saw him carry the firearm, what side did he carry it
I
on?
don't remember.
When he called you,
Well, now I know why Nicole got an indictment. Okay. You know, she's under indictment. Let me pull her indictment while we're watching this. Cause you know, this lawyer, this person who is questioning Raquel very aggressively, this lady has a current indictment in Fulton County. She was a YSL attorney, and they say that she informed a defendant that they needed to potentially get rid of evidence and a whole bunch of other acts that is not under the job description of a defense attorney, some foolishness and shenanigans. And she has a good old fashioned Fonnie Willis indictment in Fulton County. So let me go ahead and get that pulled because I don't like the way she's questioning Miss Raquel, who lost her boyfriend. And I think she needs to take a deep breath and calm down, Miss Nicole.
to say, I love you. Did, at that point, could you hear arguing in the background?
No.
Amy said, ooh.
Who did you indicate, told you about the other female?
Neighbors.
Neighbors of the apartments?
Yes.
Neighbors told you about the lady down the hall. Girl, this is messy.
Did you ever try to get the neighbors to speak with the police? Now, when you, after the gunshots, you ran back upstairs, right?
Yes.
And you indicated that at that point, people were surrounding Smoke, correct?
Yes.
And so at that point, people were already there?
Yes.
Were the police already there?
No.
When you got upstairs, did you see your firearm on the ground right next to him?
I did see it on the ground.
And you recognized it to be your gun?
Yes.
And would Smoke frequent the other end of that hallway?
Say that again?
Would Smoke hang out at the other end of the hallway, not the elevator side, the other?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so he wouldn't just hang out in by the stairs?
Not that I'm aware of.
But that's where you saw him last after the shooting occurred, correct?
Yes.
Where he had your firearm, correct?
Yes.
And was in an argument. Do you know who started the argument?
No.
Thank you.
Yes.
Any redirect, Ms. Jones Connor?
Yes, Your Honor. Now, Miss James, you own the pink gun, but Quatavius would sometimes carry the pink gun. Is that correct?
Yes.
Discussion leading.
Try not to leave, but we're okay with that question.
Was that a yes, Miss James?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And that day, the only time you saw Quatavius before he was lying on the pavement, not moving, was earlier that morning or some other time?
Early that morning in my apartment.
He was still inside the apartment at that point.
Yes.
Okay. And earlier that morning, do you recall if there were any police there, like near the premises earlier that morning?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about if you know why.
There were cars broken into, so I guess he was out there writing the.
Objection to speculation.
So, if the officer told you something, you can try to talk about that. There may be an objection, but if you're not sure why the officer was there, just say, I don't know, he was there.
He was there, and he was there because of the break-ins.
Okay. And these are car break-ins in the complex, near the complex, somewhere else?
In the complex.
In the complex.
Yes.
And did you see officers, police cars?
I seen a police car.
And to what you remember, were they still there at the point at which you had gotten into your car with your kids?
Yes.
Now, I do not know how your art skills are, but I'm going to ask you, using the touch screen, to kind of draw us just orient us on what your floor would look like at the apartment.
Like outside or
So on your floor,
third floor.
third floor. So we have third floor. Okay, this in between is the floor. Okay. So can you draw an E for, I guess, where the elevator would be? And then if we are looking at your apartment, where's your apartment? Yeah. Gotcha. So this is, I come off the elevator, I turn to the floor, I go to the left to your apartment.
Yes.
Okay. Where would your car have been parked that day? Draw a C for me.
Over there.
Okay. And the stairs where Quintavious, where you found Quintavious, where would those have been?
Here.
And in going to your apartment, you mentioned that depending on the day, you would take either the stairs or the elevator. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And for Quintavious, as much as you knew, would he take one versus the other?
Yes.
Which one would he take?
I mean, he'll do the same thing, like I said, depending on whether the gate is broken or the elevator is down. We'll go through any kind of way.
Either way.
Either way,
Okay. Just depends on if you got two kids with you or not, right?
or if we're in a rush, it just depends.
Understood. And where your car is parked, I know we've got a long hallway here.
Mhm.
Is it the same distance from the elevator to the stairs where you found Quintavious, from the elevator to where your car was parked, that side of the floor?
Is it the same distance
Same distance?
from where I was parked?
Yes, that side of the building. So if I'm coming in, the side where your car was parked, we have one entrance into the building. On the opposite side of the building, we have the stairs where Quintavious was.
Okay.
Is the elevator in the middle? Is it closer to one side versus the other?
It's closer to one side versus the other.
And is that the side closest to your apartment or your car?
That's the side close to my apartment.
One moment. And do you know how Quintavious got his nickname? I know you call him Quintavious, but do you know how he got his nickname?
He's a rapper.
Was it a recent nickname or had he had it for a long time?
He had it for a long time.
And in looking at the videos, when you looked at the videos, you saw snippets of multiple views. Is that right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. And in looking at the videos, there were certain things that may be too emotional that you were not shown. Is that correct?
Yes.
Were there certain things that you were not shown?
Objection to speculation.
She can answer as to the
How would
conversation she had.
know if she didn't see something?
Because there was a conversation that there were specific parts that we would not publish to her, so she didn't have to watch the.
Oh, she can explain that.
Yes.
That's okay. We hadn't explored that.
So in regards to the actual shooting and when Quintavious falls after the shots, you were told you weren't going to be shown that part.
That's correct.
But you still saw the camera angle, or did you see the camera angle of your floor?
Yes.
Did you see the camera angle of where your vehicle was parked?
Yes.
Did you see camera angles on the stair side?
Yes,
Did you see camera angles on another floor?
I did.
So you saw multiple camera angles, but did not watch the entirety of each one. Is that correct?
Correct.
Thank you, Ms. James. I don't have any further questions.
Okay.
Ms. Fagan, any brief recross?
Yes, Your Honor. Now you indicated that you didn't see the shooting. Did you see the 5 minutes of video footage for the argument?
So you asked her that a bunch of times and she's answered that.
You indicated, thank you, Your Honor.
Well,
You indicated that
He was like, I'm not playing with you either. Don't ask that again.
that there were certain reasons of why you would use one entrance or exit versus another. On that day, was the gate broken?
I don't remember.
If you parked by the elevator, would the gate have been broken?
I don't remember.
On that day, was the elevator down?
No.
On that day, did Smoke have any other kids?
On that day? No.
And on that day, was he in any rush that you knew of?
Was he in any rush?
Right,
No.
you, excuse me?
No.
Thank you.
All right, jurors, do you have any questions? So the way we'll do it, Deputy Gordon will collect them. If you're still writing questions, that's fine. I forgot to mention, try to limit your questions to one side of the card. You can use as many cards as you want, but it's easier for record keeping if you write on one side of the card. You all right in the gallery? Okay. Thank you. So Ms. James, were you on the phone? What were you doing when you heard the gunshots?
I was in the car getting ready to leave.
Were you on a telephone?
Yes.
Who were you talking to when you heard the gunshots?
My mother.
Okay. And I don't know what photo would be most helpful. I'll start with the prosecutors, but I'll take guidance from either side. What photo would be most helpful for Ms. James to look at to show where these gates are we're hearing about that sometimes work and sometimes didn't work?
So, Your Honor, I would say streets 10 for one. I can publish at this time if you want me to.
Please. So that'll get bigger in a minute. Are there gates on this side of the building?
Yes.
So where you can, the screen should still be touchscreen. Circle wherever this gate is, please. Let you make up.
No.
Can you see that pencil looking thing in the corner? There you go. Now you should be able to draw. So if you go in that hallway a little bit, you get to a gate.
Yes.
Okay, and you open the gate with a metal key, a swipe card, or you just push it open?
Card.
Okay, and so when you're saying when the gate doesn't work, that would mean like you literally can't get through that because it's
Yeah.
locked and your card doesn't work?
Yes.
Okay. And is there a gate on the other side of the building as well to get into that hallway?
Yes.
I'll turn to states 22 for that one. That.
When you say gate, is it basically like a door of bars? It's not a gate, like this little arm goes up in the hallway.
Yes, just bars.
There you go.
I think this is the closest to it, describing where it is.
So in states 22, is that another gate? At the bottom, if I went down those stairs, it looks like there's some stuff in the way. Is that one of the gates, or that's actually a floor higher than where the gate is?
It's a floor higher than the gate.
Okay, so that's just like a little railing.
Yes, correct.
Okay. All right. Ms. Jones-Conner, any follow-up based on phone call and the gate questions?
No, Your Honor.
Say
So, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Ms. James, for your time. You're free to go.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Next witness?
They would call Jesus Maldonado.
He said, I'm out of here. I got to go get me some lunch. Okay. All right. Next witness. Y'all, do you see the bonnet on the microphone? Why isn't there a bonnet emoji? I mean, they may as well go ahead and add a bonnet to the emojis. It's culture. It's culture now. It's pop culture. Bonnets.
You swear affirm that testimony you will give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but yourself. You don't have see. You say this way, man, for the record.
Okay.
My name is Jesus, spelled Jesus. Last name is Maldonado, Maldonado.
So good afternoon, sir.
I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but just notice Jesus's mouth. Just look, okay? Hold on. Jesus seems like a very nice,
Can
clean
you tell
cut
the
guy.
jurors?
Adio, spelled
Hold on. Look at his
Jesus.
mouth.
Last name is Maldonado, Maldonado.
You know how that it's a filter. You know that little filter and it turns your head into like an apple and it makes your teeth look funny. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's that filter and it turns you into an apple and it makes your mouth look funny. Why does his mouth look like that like that filter? Do you guys follow, you know what I'm talking about? Okay. Okay, Jesus, you're up next.
So good afternoon, sir. Can you tell the jurors how you are currently employed?
Currently, I am employed with Chick-fil-A Inc.
Okay, and how long have you worked with Chick-fil-A?
About a year and a half.
And prior to working with Chick-fil-A, can you tell the jurors, did you work for the Dunwoody Police Department?
I did work with the Dunwoody Police Department from 2009 to 2021.
Okay. And while at the Dunwoody Police Department from 2009 to 2021, can you tell the jurors where within the police department were you assigned and some of your roles and responsibilities?
When I started with the agency, I was assigned to uniform patrol, and then later was assigned to the criminal investigations division.
And can you tell the jurors when you left in 2021, were you assigned to the criminal investigations division?
I actually, in 2020, was promoted to sergeant. So in 2021, when I left, I was a sergeant on patrol. But from 2015 to 2020, I was assigned to the criminal investigations division.
Can you tell the jurors while assigned?
What does he work now? Asset protection or loss prevention with Chick-fil-A?
The criminal investigations division, were there any specific
Security
crimes or
liaison?
a unit which you were assigned to that would just investigate certain crimes or incidents?
So all the detectives in the unit were, they had a specialty, so to speak, where they were trained in certain specific areas. I was working a lot of property related crimes during that time.
And during 2017 and 2018, were you assigned to the criminal investigations unit?
I was.
And can you tell the jury during that time, did any of your investigations involve the defendant, Cordarra Tuitt?
They did.
Okay. And in how many investigations were you?
What's the relevance?
But the relevance goes to the former detective's familiarity with this defendant.
Okay, and how is his familiarity you said you were with Dunwoody at the time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, relevant to an Atlanta police case.
Because he's one of the individuals who calls Crime Stoppers while he's working with Chick-fil-A Incorporated.
Okay, you're gonna connect it. Got it. Overrule.
Did at that time, and I don't want to get into specifics, but did it involve more than one investigation?
There was at least one investigation where I encountered the defendant.
Okay. And in the time during that investigation, did you become, I guess, familiar with the defendant, Cordarra Tuitt?
Yes, that's.
Okay. And can you explain to the jurors how?
So I was investigating an incident that occurred within the city of Dunwoody that I was assigned to. During the course of that investigation, the defendant was identified in the case, and that was my encounter with him. He was I investigated this specific incident, and then later was able to make contact with the defendant and close the case.
And the individual that you investigated, you made contact with, you've described as Mr. Tuitt. You see him in the courtroom today.
I do.
And if you could identify him by an article of clothing that he has on and describe where he's sitting, who he's sitting next to.
Hey, is the gentleman wearing the dark red long sleeve shirt, and he is sitting next to the woman smiling at me.
Now, in August of 20.
Nicole, Mr. Jesus Maldonado just identified your client, sis.
22, can you tell the jurors, did you see the defendant on the news?
So in August 22, I did not see the defendant on the news. I can elaborate further if you want me to.
Yes.
Okay. I was looking at Crime Stoppers Atlanta online, and I came across a lookout or a bolo, a be on the lookout of an incident that occurred. There was a still image that was displayed on this lookout, and when I looked at the still image, I observed an individual that I thought I had a previous encounter with years prior on an investigation. There was some distinct features on the still shot, and it reminded me of this individual. So I decided to contact Crime Stoppers at that time and submit a tip.
And on the screen in front of you in a second, previously admitted evidence states Exhibit 100. Is this look like or similar to the photo that you saw on the Crime Stoppers website as it relates to the person that you recognize?
It is.
And can you tell the jurors who this person is states Exhibit 100?
So when I submitted the tip, I believe that person to be Cordarra Tuitt, which was the individual that I had previous encounter with when I was at the Dunwoody Police Department.
Is that the same individual you've identified today wearing the long sleeve red or maroon turtleneck?
Yes, it is.
Well, thank you. I don't think I have any further questions at this time.
Thank you.
Ms. Fagan, questions for Mr. Maldonado?
Yes, Mr. Maldonado, did you see the surveillance in this case?
I've only seen the still shot that was on the Crime Stoppers. So that was the only picture that I had seen.
So you personally don't know anything regarding the actual case we're here for today?
I don't.
Thank you, sir.
Questions from the jurors? No? Thank you for being here, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
But he didn't have to know anything about the case today. They had a bolo out. He saw the bolo and recognized him. So that's even better that he really didn't know anything about the case. You know what I'm saying? He saw the picture of him independently and was able to identify him from a previous encounter and was right. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if Cordaro did it, but at the end of the day, there's circumstantial evidence to prove that it could potentially be him because he actually did live at that apartment complex. He was around that apartment complex and he identified him from the picture. So he has no vested interest in the case today. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that almost makes him a better witness because he really just identified him on the strength of the photo. I don't know. But it got him there, right?
Next witness?
This may be a good time for a very quick break.
Okay, so we can be ready for the next witness. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be our afternoon break. We'll try to keep it to about 10 minutes. As always, if that's not enough time, you tell Deputy Gordon to buzz off when he comes to get you. But otherwise, we'll try to get you in here about 10 minutes. A couple things I need.
Uh-oh, y'all. We got an inmate witness coming up. Okay, y'all?
How old are you, sir?
Wait, hold on. They gonna bring him in with the shackle shuffle?
How old are you, sir?
31.
And where are you from?
I'm originally from Mechanicsville.
I'm sorry, you said Mechanicsville? Okay.
And can you tell the jurors back in August of 2022, do you remember where you were? Were you living in Mechanicsville or somewhere else?
East side.
East side. When you say the east side, are we talking about?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And
He doesn't seem really prepared as a witness, is he? Like, he seems almost like, I was in the middle of my lunch. You guys just grabbed me up out of there. He doesn't really seem super motivated to answer any questions.
who did you live there with?
My mom.
Okay. And can you tell the jurors what's your mom's name?
Amida.
Almeida? Okay. And can you tell the jurors, do you know someone by the name of, Cordarra Tuitt?
Yeah.
And, how do you know Cordarra Tuitt?
We was friends.
Okay, and, how long would you say that you and, Mr. Tuitt knew each other, were friends prior to August of 2022?
Prior to August,
Yes.
2018, 2019, somewhere around there.
Okay, so a couple years? Yes.
Yes.
And can you tell the jurors, in those years, 2018, 2019, into 20, up to 2022, how close were you and Mr. Tuitt?
We used to be with each other a lot. We were close.
Did he often stay at your house?
Yeah.
Okay, and did you call him Cordarra Tuitt, or did you have a nickname for him?
Called him bro.
Bro?
Mm.
And in the years that you were friends, did you ever hear, or did you ever call him something other than bro, or his, the name given to him by his mother, father?
Nickname CT.
CT, okay. Now, back in August of 2022, do you remember where CT or bro was living?
Thank you.
Okay, and who did he live there with? You knew?
Girlfriend.
Okay, and had you had an opportunity to I guess go over to where he was living back in August of 2022?
Yes.
Okay, how many times prior to August 7th?
I'm not sure. I like. I'm not sure.
Okay, and you said he was living there with his girlfriend. Do you remember her name?
Yeah.
What was her name?
Ross.
Rox. Okay, and when did you meet her, if you can remember?
I don't know.
Okay.
Around that time, I ain't know how long. That long.
Now, I want to show you. Instead of putting it on the screen, I'm just gonna do the old fashioned way. 6 to the 7. Is that where CT and Roxy were living back in August of 2022? Remember?
That's the front of the neighborhood, I think.
Okay. You said, so everybody knew that's the front of the neighborhood of the building?
Mm.
Okay. And can you tell the jurors, back on August 7th of 2022, what did you guys do the night before? So August 6th, going into August 7th, do you remember?
Before what this everything happened?
But before the shooting, can you tell the jurors the day before?
I gamble a lot, so we was gambling that night. We was
Okay.
gambling.
And do you remember where you were gambling?
The store.
Okay, how far was it? Was it near your house on the east side, or was it?
It was on back there.
Okay, and who was there gambling with you?
Man, CC.
Okay, and after, do you remember about what time you guys finished up at the store gambling?
I don't remember the exact time, but it was probably late because I ain't go home, so it was late.
Okay, and you said it was late, so after you guys left, did you go back to your house, or did you go to CT's house?
Went to
You went to CT's house? Okay, and tell the jurors, once you got to CT's house, was Roxy or anybody else there?
No.
Okay, it was just the two of you?
Yeah.
Okay,
And when we say house, we're talking about the apartment in that building that you saw a picture of?
Yes.
and do you remember, I know it's been some years, I'm asking the apartment number, but do you remember what floor it was on?
Yeah, we was at the top, the last one.
Okay, and tell the jurors what happened when you got, I guess, when you got home from gambling.
Went in the house.
Okay.
Chill. Went to sleep.
And when you remember about what time you woke up the next day, so that would have been August 7th of 2022.
I don't remember the exact time, but it was pretty kind of early.
Okay. And what did you do once you, I guess, woke up?
We were supposed to be going to the mall.
Okay. And did you ever make it to the mall?
No.
Okay. When you woke up, did CT wake up at the same time you did?
Not sure, but he got up. I don't know if he woke up at the same time.
Okay. And when you woke up, did you just stay inside the apartment, or did you ever leave the inside of the apartment?
I went outside to smoke cigarettes. Smoke in the house.
Okay. And while you were smoking cigarettes, was it just you and CT, or was it you by yourself?
We smoking our own cigarettes. Both of us smoking.
Okay, were you both outside, is what I'm saying? Were you both smoking?
Yeah.
Okay. And I should talk to you about this at the very beginning. Now, did you pick what you got on today?
The clothes you're wearing.
You picked the orange jumpsuit? Okay, can you tell the jurors, are you in the Fayette County Jail right now?
Yes.
Okay. And are you in, the jail for anything related to this incident?
No.
Okay. And, can you tell the jurors now, let's talk about, what are you in custody for? You know, charge?
That's about to take.
Now, where did you guys typically smoke, outside of, the apartment?
In the breezeway.
Okay. And, while you, were smoking, did anybody else walk up?
A couple guys we knew walked up.
Okay, tell me about that.
Huh?
Tell me a little bit about why they were there.
I don't really remember exactly why they was there, but it came over and in the midst of them coming over, the dude got I don't know the victim name, but he came out. I don't know what, just tripping.
Okay. And so you said he came out. Can you tell the jurors where he came from?
It's a hallway. It's just a hallway. He just came down the hallway.
Okay. And what happened once he approached where you guys were?
Argument. They started arguing for something. I don't know.
And the person that, do you remember what the person had on that approached you guys?
No.
And had you ever seen him before?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
No. Your face. Not sure that he. You said you'd never seen him before?
I don't know.
Okay. And
Y'all, they tried to put the microphone closer to him, but that's not going to help. We can hear him just fine. I don't know what the hell he's saying. I heard him say something like he came out, yeah, he's just trimming. Look how they tried to move the microphone. Microphone ain't going to help. We can hear just fine. Look, y'all. I'm dying. Oh, God.
No.
No. Your face. Not sure that he. You said you've never seen him before?
I don't know.
Okay. And where, I guess, you said he approached, what happened next?
It's just arguing back and forth.
Who was arguing back and forth?
Him in the video. CT in the video.
Okay. And
Could
could you tell what they were arguing about?
Something about a girl. Something.
Somebody, yeah.
About his girl being Roxy?
Yeah.
Okay. And can you tell the jurors how long and where is this kind of verbal, is it verbal exchange?
Yeah, it's just going back and forth.
Okay, where's it happening?
In Breezeway. Right in front of when you walk out the door.
Okay. And is it just the two guys that you said that come over, were they there too?
Until all that started happening, then they left.
Okay.
Dude kind of scared them away.
Okay. And can you tell the jurors how long, I guess, did this kind of verbal exchange about Roxy happen?
After about 5 minutes, then he left.
Okay. And you say he left.
The dudes left, then he left.
Okay. And where did you go?
I was just standing right there, watching.
Okay. Now, in a second, you're gonna see on the screen before you stated it, the 22.
I don't know what this is in the middle. Right? It's something on my screen.
Oh, are you able to reach the screen? I don't know how far you can reach. If you hit the stick, I'll let Mr. Body do it. There you go.
All right, you see, states of 22, the photograph on the screen. Yeah. Can you
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. Now, do you see the stairs?
Yeah.
Is this close to where CT and you, as you call the victim, had their first verbal exchange?
I don't know what was that the second level or something? I don't know. It looks like.
Well, let me ask you this: in all of the do all the landing areas where if you were to go up these stairs, is there like a landing area where there's an apartment to your right and left and things of that nature? You walk down the hallway. Let me show you six.
Like once you get to the end of the stairs, it's turned to a hallway apartments.
All right, let me show you 6 to 12. And while she's pulling it up, I'm gonna show you. There we go. You see 6 to 12? And whether this is the first floor, second floor, third floor, when you go up the stairs, you see the landing area right here. Is that what all of the floors look like?
Yeah.
And can you describe for the jurors, is this kind of the area at the top where, CT and, the person you call the victim were arguing.
Yeah,
Right. And, you said they argued for a few minutes, and then they separated, they went their separate ways.
yeah. No, we still stay right there and smoke. The dude left.
Where did he go?
I guess he went down the hall in one of the apartments. So,
Okay. And, do you and CT go back inside the apartment, at any point after that?
no, we were really right there wondering like, well, why he was doing all that.
Okay.
That's all.
And, after some time passes, do you see the person you call the victim, come back to that area again?
Yeah.
And, can you tell the jurors, which way does he come from? Do you remember?
It's us back down the hallway towards the steps
Okay.
to where we was.
Okay. So does he come up the steps to where you were?
He come from behind us, just down the hallway.
Okay. So if we're back in stage number 12, let's do this. Does he come up the stairs and you and CT are standing at the top?
He come from that way, the other way.
Go ahead. So from behind the tape or up the stairs? Okay. And, what happens then?
Bro was trying to figure out what he had going on, why he walk up on him, trying to argue with him.
Okay. And,
They just got him to another argument.
okay, what are you doing during the argument?
Right there, like, police out here, y'all tripping. That's what I'm saying. Y'all tripping. 12 out here, y'all tripping. That's what I'm saying.
And are you trying to kind of diffuse or stop the argument?
In a way, but they weren't listening to me.
Okay. And tell the jurors, how long does the second encounter kind of last?
I don't know, maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
And is it kind of the same as you described? The two are just verbally kind of going at each other?
Yeah, basically just yelling at each other.
What are they yelling about?
A lot of different stuff, who they is and why you trying me and all that. Just going back and forth.
Okay. When you say who they are and why you trying me and that, who's saying that?
Both of them.
Okay. And they're saying that to each other? Okay. Are they still talking about Roxy, the female?
Not really.
Okay.
It personally at this time, at that moment.
Why do you say that? To this person?
Because the dude was aggressive at first and he on CT felt like he tried him. So they were just trying to figure out what was going on and it went too far.
Okay. And when you say CT felt like you tried him, how do you know that?
Because I was standing right there.
Okay. And what do you mean by CT felt like he tried him?
He walked up, I told you from the first beginning, he walked up aggressive, trying to argue. They both started arguing.
Okay. When you say tried him, does that mean the same thing as he felt disrespected? He disrespected him?
In a way, yeah, he did disrespect me. Both of us really, but I didn't know him, so I was like, what the hell going on?
Okay. Tell me how he was disrespectful to CT when he walked up.
I don't remember his exact words, but I just know he said something that wasn't respectful.
Okay. Now, at some point, do you kind of walk away from where they're arguing?
I walked away, yeah, because I seen the police right there. I'm like, y'all tripping. I'm walking away because I see the police. They facing us. So I'm like, y'all tripping.
Pull up. No. And the screen in front of you. Oh. All right, you see, it's State Exhibit 5. You see the screen in front of you? Can you, oh, you can't see it, that's right. Okay, I can share it. Yep.
Thank you.
Let me, so back into the Zoom. And while I'm getting this, up and running, Mr. Forte, can you tell the jurors, when you say the police were, 12 was kind of in the area, where could you see them?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna show you State Exhibit 22. All right, in States Exhibit 22, can you kind of circle and or can you reach the screen? Where kind of where the police were in relation to that photograph?
Probably like with that blue car. Somewhere like that. I don't remember exactly, but they was facing us like that blue car.
So is it the first blue car or
That one right there.
the Taurus looking car?
Yeah.
Second blue car? Okay. And can you tell me, do you remember what you had on that day, Mr. Forte?
I had on some bait. Alexander McQueen's. I don't remember what kind of jeans I had on.
Okay. I'm gonna show you, states 85 through 97. I'm previously showed me the price count. I want you to flip through these photos. I'm looking up for you to recognize. Okay.
You said flip to them.
Yes, sir. Do you recognize the photographs, states of 85 to 97? All right, you're gonna say yes or no for the
Yes,
record.
yes.
And how do you recognize them?
It's me.
Okay. Do you see, are you with anybody in photographs 85 through 97?
Yes.
Two. Okay. And do those photographs fairly and accurately depict how you and CT looked on August 7th of 2022?
Yes.
This time around, the state would tender what's marked as states exhibits 85 through 97.
No objection.
They're admitted 85 through 97.
Right. I'm gonna show you on the screen, states of 85. Can you tell the jurors who we're looking at states exhibit 85?
Me.
You?
Yeah.
Okay. And then in states exhibit 87, can you tell the jurors, do you see yourself?
Yes.
All right. What color shirt do you have on?
White.
And then do you see the individual kind of near the elevator with the New York baseball cap and then the army fatigue kind of shirt and shorts or pants?
Yes.
Who is that?
CT.
Okay. And in states exhibit 88, can you tell the jurors where are you and CT in this photograph?
At the elevator.
At the elevators? And can you see in states exhibit 88, what do you have in your hands?
What bag?
Okay. And can you tell what CT has in his hands?
Probably tell fire. Yeah, I got it.
Now,
You're wearing looks like a mask, something you pull up. Any reason for that?
No,
That's how you roll.
damn, I just always wear it. I just used to.
okay. Now, was this during kind of the tail end of COVID?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have the mask because of that?
A little bit. I was used to wearing one because I was in jail wearing a mask. I had to wear a mask every day. So.
Okay. Did you have to wear a mask every day? For what?
Oh.
Okay. And were you working at that time? Okay. Now, I want to show you, I'm going to try to share this on my screen. All right.
Did you do share audio?
Did not.
You didn't.
Because when you plug into this, it automatically unmutes your computer.
Okay. Yeah, you're not doing anything wrong. I'm trying to get advice from the tech folks. So do it how you need to.
But it's muted again.
Okay.
So do you see in states of the 5? Do you see it still on the screen before you? Do you see yourself?
At the end.
Say it again.
Yes.
Okay, where are you on that screen? You can start believing.
With a white shirt.
Okay, are you kind of in the middle towards the end of states exhibit? What's being shown from states exhibit 5 right now?
Like walking towards the other two.
Okay, and can you tell me where is CT right behind you, or is he the person who would be kind of to you're looking at the screen to your right?
Look at the left. He's to my,
Here, I'm just gonna point for you. So if I'm looking at the screen, do you see three people? Okay, the person that's right behind you, is that CT? And is this the person that you described as the victim? Right here? Okay, and,
You say behind, are you facing us or walking away from us? It seems like you're walking away from us in this picture. Which way are you walking?
I'm walking towards.
Okay, you're whatever you see. Which, are you walking towards the camera or away from
I
it?
walk away from the camera.
So the person in front of you, kind of obstructed by you, you're saying is CT.
Yeah.
And then the person to the right who's facing CT would be this person we've been calling the victim.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay, so can you tell the jurors about where CT's apartment is? Can you see that in this camera?
You can't see it, but it's to the left right.
Okay, it's to the left. So is it this side?
Yeah.
Okay, and is it somewhere along this wall?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
And about how far, you said you guys were smoking in front of his apartment, right?
Mhm.
You gotta say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, so is it one of these doors? Is it this door or the door in front of it?
I think it's the first door.
Okay. Now, in State Exhibit 5, we're looking at, you kind of, looks like you're walking back towards the person you know as CT, and then the guy that you had never met before. Are they still arguing?
At that point, yeah, I think so.
Okay. And do you remember, I know it's been a couple of years, what they're saying at this point? If it's close in time do you ever hear shots being fired?
Not right then.
Okay. How long do you believe they were kind of going at it before shots were fired?
3-4 minutes.
Okay. Now I'm gonna hit play. Now, how many shots do you hear eventually being fired?
I don't know. Cause I hear a lot of shots. I ain't counting. I don't know.
Okay. And do you see who shoots or who is shooting when you hear the shots being fired?
Yeah.
Who?
On CT.
Okay. And after you hear the first shot, what do you do?
I took out running.
Okay. And the shots, you hear more than one shot?
Running, yeah.
Okay. Do you remember how many?
Like 5, 6, 7, I don't know.
Okay.
A lot of them.
And tell the jurors, we weren't there. Do you hear the shots kind of quick, one after the other, or is there a break? Describe.
Just 5. Shots. Just the shots, back to back.
And I'm gonna hit play and see if this works.
Told you the police was right there, so I hadn't walked off.
You had walked off?
Police was right there. I didn't want to be right.
Where are you running to?
Elevator. I'm trying to run to get out of there.
Now, do you see right?
Police right there.
Do you see right there when CT goes back to the victim and leans down and takes something? Do you know what he takes?
Objection to the form of the question. Facts and evidence.
So don't speculate as to what it shows, but you can ask it a different way.
Let me back it up. Okay. Go this way. Do you know what CT is doing when he goes back to the victim?
I wasn't looking in. I was running still, bro.
Okay. Now, when CT, you see that bag that's hanging from the door?
Mhm.
Whose bag is that?
My bad. The
Okay.
one I had in order to.
Is that what he has in his hand? Right here, it's about a little, like 5 minutes and 30 seconds into the video.
Can you read that something's changed?
It's real laggy.
Oh, it's lagging?
Mhm.
Okay, you can leave it as is.
Oh, and it's not sharing what I'm showing though. Okay. Now, what's in that bag?
Some marijuana I had.
Okay. Where do you and CT go after he grabs that bag and he's running towards the camera?
He just kind of split up and ran.
Okay. And, well, I'm gonna show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 4. All right. Do you see, I don't think it's on the screen in front of you, so you're gonna have to look. Do you see yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Of course. There's no. So now left the Zoom meeting, let's see. So you hear yourself where you say you tripping? Yes?
Yes.
Who are you saying that to?
See.
Okay, tell me why.
The police was right there. Cameras everywhere right there.
Okay.
That was stupid.
And where y'all headed towards the elevators?
Yeah.
Okay, do you actually take the elevator down?
No, I took a step.
Okay, the CT.
I tried to get on the elevator, but it was taking minutes. So I took a step.
And in State's exhibits 87 through, excuse me, 85 through 97, are those screenshots of you and CT by the elevator? Sure. Yes, I got it. All right.
Yeah.
They're on the screen now as well. There's 87 on the screen, so that's after the shots we heard. The thing on the screen. That's
So, because I never came on that way, so it had. I don't know.
Okay.
And then in State's exhibits 94 through 97, is that you and CT coming down the stairs
Look on the screen.
after the shooting?
Little screen in front of you.
I could see me.
You see
Yeah.
yourself in State's 96 and 97?
Yeah, I see my shoes and like.
Okay, so after the shooting happens, tell the jurors, where do you and CT go next?
We ran out and we both ran towards that lady and I went away, he went away. I don't know where he went.
Okay, and when you say you ran out, where? I pull it up, but I won't waste anybody's time. When you run out, do you run out the side of the building? You put up 6 of the building?
Like, whatever way you can get out. Once you go down the elevator, you can go straight down the highway out the entrance. We ran out that way.
Okay, in a minute, you're gonna see State's Exhibit 10. Can you tell the jurors, is
Yeah.
that where you run out from?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so, yes.
and when you run out, you said you run where?
Was the like the main road.
Okay,
I think bank here, yeah, towards bank.
when you get to the main road or a road, what do you do next?
I ran, I kept going and I called somebody to come get me.
Okay, do you guys run together?
No, not at that time.
Okay.
We was at first, then we just kind of split up.
All right, and then do you, you said you called someone to pick you up, where do you go?
My girlfriend.
Okay, and where does she
Not
go?
my girl, a girl. Huh?
Say that again?
A girl house.
Okay, and does CT meet you at your girl's house?
No.
Okay, do you see him again that day on August 7th, 2022?
I really was kind of mad, so I was kind of like trying to stay away from him.
Okay, tell me why you were mad.
Because it was stupid.
Okay.
And we was on camera. I was on the news.
Okay,
And he was saying, telling folks that I did. Shit, fine.
so later that day, you said you saw yourself on the news?
Yeah.
Okay, and after seeing yourself on the news, I guess, what did you see on the news of yourself? What were you doing?
One of those pictures that you showed me, just one of those pictures, they had a picture of him.
Okay, and did you talk to CT? I know you said you didn't come over, but did you talk to him on the phone? Did you guys text or their
Talked
DMs?
to him, I think, on the phone and text.
Okay, tell me about the conversation.
Like, you tripping. We on the news. I ain't, like, you tripping.
Okay.
They're like, he wasn't gonna let me go down at first for it and all that. And that was it.
Okay, and it states that 97, this is one of the photographs that you see on the news, CT?
I'm not. I don't think that was it.
Okay, is this one of the pictures that you see in place of 99 of yourself on the news?
Yeah, that one is. That's what I saw on me, yeah.
Okay, and after, so you said that you guys talk on the phone?
Said talk on the phone here.
Okay, and, you.
I told you I was mad, so I probably didn't answer. Probably text my own.
Okay, and when you guys are talking, does he tell you why he shot the person?
Said he tried me. He kept trying.
And do you guys continue to talk, either through text or on the phone in the days afterwards, after you see yourself on the news?
A little bit. And I found out he was at my house. I was like, hey, you at my house?
Okay, tell me about that. How do you find out it's at your house?
Through mutual friend.
Okay. And when you say your house is the house that you stayed at with your mom?
Yeah.
Had you?
Because I wasn't there. I wasn't going back. I was on the news.
Okay. Why were you not going back to your mom's house?
Because I was on the news. I ain't want to get locked up for something I ain't do.
Okay. And when you found out he was at your mom's house, did you talk to him?
I didn't talk to him while he was there. I think I talked to him like after he left.
Okay. And after, I guess when you guys talked, tell the jurors, what was that conversation like?
I said, well, like, bro, you need to try to figure out, because them folks supposed to went to my house tonight. They trying to find me. What you gonna do? That when he told me, shit, for all I know, you did. That when I was like, whoa. That's when it kind of like, I had to try to clear my name before he tried to put it on me.
Okay. What do you mean?
I was trying to give him a chance to handle his business before he.
All right. When you say you try to give him a chance to, for one, you said something about killing your name. What do you mean by that?
No, I was trying to like clear my name.
Clear your name.
Though that I didn't do nothing.
When you said you were giving him some time to handle his business, what do you mean by that?
Like whatever he was gonna do it. Like tell him he could have called him and told him like I did it. He didn't do it, but I ain't turning myself. He could have did whatever. But instead of just trying to make it seem like I did it and telling folks I did it, that's why it got confusing.
When you said that he's telling folks that you did it, how did you, I guess, get that information? How did you learn about him telling folks that you did it?
Through the streets.
Right. Did he ever go back to your mom's house?
And he told me, I'm sorry, he told me to my text me and told me that, remember? I told you that.
Over the phone?
Yeah.
And do you go back to your mom's house?
No. I didn't go back home for a second.
All right. Does he?
See where go to
Go
bed.
back to your mom's house
After that?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
After you have a conversation where he says, you did it, did you talk to him again?
When nothing else to talk about.
Prior to that conversation, had he talked to you about turning himself into the police?
I just turned himself in, but if it came down to it, he was gonna clear me out. That's what he told me. But
Right. And the conversation that you referred to where he said, they don't know that you didn't do it. Did y'all have any conversation about him turning himself in at that point? Okay, did he ever say that he wasn't gonna turn himself into the police at that point?
just said they're gonna have to catch him. You know.
Now, at some point, do you, in the next couple of days, talk to detectives with the Atlanta Police Department?
Yeah, I was at my girl house.
Okay.
Still.
What?
I still was at the girl house, yeah.
Okay. And you said,
I'm sorry, you said a couple of times, my girlfriend, like, not my girlfriend, a girl's house. What, this is just a female that you knew?
That's a girl that I was associated with.
You were associated with, what does associate mean?
Girl that I was seeing.
Okay, but not your girlfriend?
At the moment she went.
Okay, all right.
but the girl that we've been talking about, one who, after you got picked up, you went to her house, and then when you were at, sounds like her house when you talked to the police, it's all the same girl, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, tell the jurors about how you were able to talk to the police. Was it in person? Was it over the phone?
Over the phone.
Okay. And how did that come about?
They came to my house, and that's when I told him like they came to my house. And then my friend was there at my house. He told me they came, so I was like, damn. So the next time they came back looking for me, and I wasn't there. And I guess they talked to my mom, told her to call me.
So is that the house that they are coming to? Is that the house that your mom owns?
Yes.
Okay. And you said they called you when you were at the girl you were associating with home?
Yes.
Okay. And was that call, I guess, through your mom's phone? Do you remember?
I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was right there.
Right. And at that point, did you speak to a female and male detective over the phone?
Both.
Okay. Do you remember their names? It's okay if you don't. Okay.
Oh,
And while you're on the phone, are they asking you about what happened, in the hallway of the apartment on August 7th, 2022?
that's it. Yeah, that's why they came.
Okay. And tell the jurors, what do you tell them?
Exactly what I told you today. I ain't do it.
And did you tell them who did it? Okay.
Before he told him I did it.
And after you spoke to the police, can you tell the jurors what happened next?
Nothing really happened. They just told me, appreciate them, that they was gonna let me know if they ever need me.
After you spoke to the police, did you speak to CT?
Not then, no.
Okay. Do you ever speak to CT again? Just call you?
Yeah,
All right. What are those conversations like?
all type of bullshit. And it just mad at me,
For what?
saying I told
That's
him.
kind of speculation.
When you said he was mad at you.
Did he say why he was mad?
They said I told him.
Okay. And can you tell the jury, was there ever a time that he either contacted you or members of your family on Instagram or any sort of social media?
Contacted people I know, not my family.
Right. Tell me about that.
I just might be somewhere and then somebody might call me like, bro, what's up with your boy? He sending me this and sending me something you told him. And I'll tell him, like, he tried to tell on me and I just told before he got me in trouble. I cleared my name. If y'all saying I told, because I cleared my name because he said he was going to tell on me, then all right. It was just like that. Different
And
people might call me.
after you spoke to the police, some time passed, did he ever call you? CT?
Yeah.
All right, tell us about the phone call. He threatened you? Did he, tell you that nice day?
And he was mad, so yeah, he threatened me before, but I wasn't thinking.
Okay. Did he ever threaten your family?
He said he'll do a lot of stuff, but he was locked up. I didn't care what he was saying.
Say that again?
He said he'll do a lot of different stuff, but he was locked up. I didn't care what he was saying.
What did he say he was gonna do?
Say he'll kill me and all type of shit. I'm sorry, but all type of stuff.
Okay. Did he say that he would hurt any other members of your family?
If he could,
Okay. Who? Who was he gonna hurt? If he could?
he was mad at my mom.
Why?
Because when he went to my house, he said something to her and she the one really kind of made me do it because she heard everything.
Do you remember talking to me this past Friday, last week?
Yeah.
And can you tell the jurors when you were talking to me and Ms. Jones-Connor about the conversation we had in regards to your mom and her safety?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I just want her to be safe. I don't want nothing to happen to her because somebody thinks she told on her.
And because of your mom's safety, did you ever have hesitation about coming here and testifying?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about that.
I ain't want to testify. Because I don't want to see nobody live their life. Like I told you, I ain't want to do this. And I don't want my mom to be in the middle of nothing because somebody went to her house and running their mouth when they shouldn't even went over there.
Do you see the person that you know is CT in the courtroom today?
Yeah.
All right, could you tell me what he has on and if he's sitting next to a man or
Got on glass. He right there.
what color shirt has he got on?
Right.
Burgundy?
Yeah.
Okay. And tell me, did you ever see a paint gun that the victim had?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. And at the time that CT shot him, where was it?
No,
You have it out?
I ain't having any of that. Oh.
And Mr. Forte, in the times that we spoke and the times we spoke to the detectives, did anyone threaten you to say what you've told us today?
No.
Did we tell you what to tell the jurors today?
No.
Right. And at any point, did we say that we'd give you a hope or a benefit or something if you were to testify?
No.
Are you testifying, based on your recollection of what you heard and saw on August 7th of 2022.
Yeah, and clear my name because people telling everybody that I told on them and they try to tell everybody I did. So that's why. And my mom.
Your Honor, any further questions? Pending redirect.
Ms. Fagan?
Good afternoon. How are you? Uncomfortable start. Now, I'm Nicole Fagan. We've never spoken before, correct?
No,
Yes,
no,
no, for the
no.
court, sorry. Now, you, now, there's what the world, the street talks about, right? Correct? That's that's one of the rumor mills that you have an issue with? So you just indicated you wanted to clear your name because you didn't want the street to talk about whatever you said, right?
No, that's not what I said.
Okay,
So I want to clear my name because someone's saying that I did something I didn't do.
okay. Do you know that nobody's saying you did it?
Hey.
Do you know that?
I don't know that.
Okay, so let's just stick to the truth, okay? So, and to also imagine that nobody's even saying you did it, okay? So let's just talk about the truth, good?
We already talked about it.
Let's go to the next question and don't comment on talking about truth or not true.
So did you notice when the first video started, it started at 4 minutes and 59 seconds? Did you see that by chance?
I didn't look there.
One of the things that you testified to this jury was that the argument was 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes. Do you remember saying that? Yes or no for the
Yes.
reporter? Okay, so you would agree that that part of the argument was around 3 to 6 minutes, correct?
I don't, it's been a long time. I don't remember the exact amount of minutes it was, so
Okay, and that was the second confrontation, correct?
I guess, yes.
Now, you indicated that there was an argument and that the gentleman left and that the gentleman came back behind you guys, correct?
Yes.
Okay, now when you were sitting smoking cigarettes, were you actually on the stairs or were you in front of the door?
I mean, I probably was in the front of the door, in front of the stairs, moving around.
Okay,
Moving. I wasn't just sitting right there.
do you recall that when, I'm only focusing on the second argument, okay, when the shooting actually occurs. Do you recall that for over 4 minutes, the argument happened on the stairs? Do you recall that?
On the last stair on the top, they wasn't on the stairs.
You don't recall at all the argument occurring on the stairs,
At the top, that was at the top.
just at the top?
We saw that video footage, or I think it was a still photo, became a video, where I asked you, were you walking towards us or away? And CT was in front of you and the guy was.
They were standing at the stop
Yeah.
sign.
Is that where the whole argument happened?
Yes.
They weren't going up and down the hallway. The second argument, it was all right there,
Yeah,
where the shooting happened.
yeah, they wasn't going up and down.
Okay.
Not that I remember.
Okay, but what about the stairs? I'm not talking about the hallway, actually. I'm only talking about the stairs. Do you
Stairs in
recall
the
that?
hallway.
Excuse me?
Stairs are in the hallway.
You're saying the stairs and the hallway are one and the same?
Once you come out the hallway, the stairs are right there.
Right, okay. Now you indicated that it's been a long time. Would it refresh your recollection to look at portions of the video?
We already did, but if you want to relook at it, we can.
Okay, you only looked at a small portion of the actual shooting. Did anyone show you the 5 minutes of argument prior to the shooting?
And no one had to show me I was there.
Right, and so when you were there, do you recall the argument occurring on the stairs?
Like I told you, I don't really remember all that. I didn't know it was right there in that area. It didn't go nowhere past down that hallway, so it was right there.
Now, you indicated that the gentleman came out and confronted CT. Do you recall that?
Yes.
You said that he came out tripping, correct? Yes or no for the
Yes.
court? Okay, so did CT start the argument or did the other gentleman start the argument?
The dude started it first.
And did the dude come, well, as soon as the dude saw CT, did he immediately confront the argument?
They both spoke and then it went into an argument.
Okay. And so in your opinion, who started the argument?
The truth, he started out. The dude started out.
The guy that you call the victim?
Yeah.
Now you said that now you talked about seeing the pink gun the second time. The first time, did you ever see a firearm?
No, when he left that first time, that's when he went and got the firearm, I think.
Okay, so there's a whole argument, right? And at that point, you had 2 friends around, you said. Do you remember that? 2 dudes.
No, at that point, he scared those dudes off. You remember that?
Right. So 2 dudes were there to visit and you guys are all just talking, right?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes.
And then the victim comes and confronts CT, correct?
Yeah.
Starts an
I don't
argument.
really confront it, but they said, hey, and then they started.
Okay, and who starts it up?
You already asked me, the victim.
All right, and then he leaves to go retrieve a gun?
I don't know if he had it or not, but when he came back, he had a gun.
Okay. How many times do you recall seeing that gun?
One time.
Okay. Do you remember when you were walking from the stairs, you see the police? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And when you were walking from the stairs, you go to put your bag on the apartment door. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And do you remember at that point when the alleged victim pulls his gun, that's when you turned around? Do you recall that? Do you remember that?
I watched him because he pulled a gun out.
And as soon as he pulled the gun, that's when you started walking back, trying to defuse the situation, right?
Yeah.
And you're saying, y'all tripping, the police right there, 12, right?
Yeah.
At that point, CT had not pulled a firearm, correct?
I don't think so.
The alleged victim in this case pulls a firearm first, right?
He didn't have it in his hand. He pulled it out and put it up.
What does
Yeah.
that mean? Like he showed it and then he put it back?
Yeah.
Or he just raised his shirt to say, look what I've got right here?
He grabbed it out of his pocket or whatever he had and he put it in his waist.
Okay, and then didn't have it in his hands. Okay.
So do you recall talking to the police years ago?
On the phone?
Right.
Yeah.
And you recall telling the police that this alleged victim had pulled the gun out of his pocket and put it in his waistband, correct?
That's what I just said.
Thanks, the judge asked you questions. Okay, so you see him pull that gun. At that point, CT hadn't pulled a gun out yet, right?
I remember. I don't think so, no.
It wasn't until after the alleged victim pulled out his firearm that then CT pulled a gun out, correct?
They were still arguing after that.
Okay, and then the shooting happens within seconds from that moment, right?
Probably seconds, minutes, I don't know. Yeah.
And as soon as shots start ringing, that's when you ring.
Yeah.
Do you recall telling the police that this was self-defense? Do you recall telling the police that this was self-defense?
In the beginning, yeah.
And
I
that,
think I did.
and you're basically telling the same story you told the police then, right?
Yeah.
And you told that, and you said that because the alleged victim in this case started it, right?
Started arguing, yeah.
Brings the firearm out first, correct?
I just said it because he started it. I don't even say all that.
Okay.
He started.
No problem. But it wasn't until now when you first talked to the police, though, it was about, you always maintained that he was defending himself, right? The CT was defending himself, correct?
I don't remember that. I don't know. I just told what happened.
Okay. And when you stand here today, though, you would agree that CT was defending himself, right?
Way, in a way, but I don't know.
In a way, what do you mean?
In a way.
He was defending
Somebody
himself?
tried to argue with him and he went too far.
Okay. And when the pink gun was brought out, did you see the pink gun fall by chance on the video?
No.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, sir.
Any redirect, Mr. Biden?
Briefly, Ms. Fagan just asked you about defending himself. Remember that line of questioning? You were saying the defense attorney, she just asked you a couple questions about that.
Hmm.
And you said somebody trying to argue with him and he went too far. Remember saying that? Tell me, what do you mean by that?
Shots went off, ain't had to hit. Not with the police right there, not in front of your house. That was stupid. It went too far.
And Ms. Fagan talked to you about the victim having a gun. Remember that?
Mhm.
At any point, does the victim, Mr. Wright, point or brandish the firearm at CT?
No, I think he just wanted us to know he had a gun. He didn't want it. He didn't even,
Objection to speculation.
he just wanted us to know he had a gun.
Objection to speculation and strike.
So just describe what happened and whatever he may have said about what he was doing.
So, the gun, did he ever point it at you?
No.
Did he point it at CT?
No.
Were you armed?
Yeah.
And at any point, did you feel did you feel threatened? You thought you had to pull out your gun?
No, I felt like it could have got there, but not right then. The police was out there. I'm not finna throw my life away. Camera.
You say you could have got there. Is that because the things that were being said would have made you angry?
Yeah.
Is that why you would pull out the firearm?
I'm being aggressive and angry, yeah.
And at any point, at any point does the argument not be about or involve CT's girlfriend or Raquel?
It wasn't really about. I mean, I think it started about Rossi, but it didn't continue as that. It was just like they both felt like they was going at each other. It went to that.
And after you saw the victim's gun, you said it went from a pocket to a waistband, somewhere in his pants? Yes?
Yes.
Did you ever see it again?
No, ain't never.
Never motion towards it?
If he did.
You ever see a motion towards it, where it go to grab it?
No.
Okay. And after you were talking with CT after the shooting, can you tell me why did he say that he shot the person you call the victim, but Mr. Wright?
I mean, like when we was running.
When you were running afterwards, why did he say he shot?
When we run, I was just like, tripping, man. He was like, he tried me. That's all he kept saying.
Okay. And did you guys talk more over the next couple of days, weeks?
I wasn't really answering for him like that.
While you were running, he said he tried me, right?
Yes.
He didn't say that he pointed a gun at him, right?
No.
He didn't say that he brandished the gun at him, right?
No.
He didn't say that he threatened him with the gun, right? It was just that he tried,
Yes.
that he felt disrespected.
He said he tried.
No further questions, Judge?
Any recross, Ms. Fagan?
Yes, real quick. When the argument was happening, the argument didn't involve you. The alleged victim wasn't talking to you specifically ever, correct? All of his aggression was towards CT, right?
Yes.
And when you said that the two dudes were scared away, can you explain to me their fear? You said scared.
There's two dudes right here arguing.
Okay, just
And
generally.
two dudes right here arguing, and they know they just know. It was just too much hostility, right? It was too much going on. It wasn't like they were just, hey, they was yelling, arguing, and the police was right there the whole time. I told you that. So everybody I'm finna go. Police right here. Y'all tripping. So they got scared of it.
And prior to this individual coming back twice for an argument, was CT hostile?
They both of us.
I said prior to the argument. So that morning when you guys woke up, was he in a bad mood?
No.
Thank you.
Jurors, if you've got questions, if you would get them to Deputy Gordon, please.
So his name is Laquinton. Hold on a second. Laquinton Rashawn Forte. He's currently in Fayette County Jail for theft by taking. I don't know if he's got charges in Fulton County. Let me see if I can find it now.
All right, counsel, let's pop outside real quickly. Be right back.
It doesn't look like on this case that Tuitt has a co-defendant at all. I don't know what he's getting for testifying other than not investigated. I have no idea. Laquinton, let's see. Laquinton, you got anything in Fulton County? Oh, okay. Laquinton Rashawn has a misdemeanor in 2021. I don't see him charged with anything. He hasn't been charged with any of this. Maybe because he came in and helped. He doesn't have any, he's not on this case. He's maybe because he was helpful. I don't see him with anything on this case, guys.
Mr. Forte, tell the jurors why you walked away from the argument that was happening the first time. So we saw you were sort of walking back to them when things.
Rick?
Yeah.
Because I seen it once before. I seen what was about to happen. It was going too far.
Okay. Did Mr. Wright, this person you've been calling the victim, ever threaten to use the weapon? Say anything that you could hear that made you think he's going to use the gun?
He never said nothing like direct.
Anything he said or did that made you think he was going to use it?
Not use the gun. He just was mad. Just hard.
How long you described Mr. Wright taking it out of his pocket, putting it in his waistband, letting you know it's there. How long after he did that did the shooting happen?
A couple minutes, two. I don't. It wasn't that fast.
It wasn't right after.
No.
Okay. And do you know if CT went to your mom's house? You talked about how he went to your mom's house. If he went there with anyone, in other words, did he bring someone with him?
I don't think he did because he knew he was on the news, so he probably didn't want nobody to know he was going.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Mr. Abadi, any follow-up?
Question there.
Who's speaking?
One question. Do you recall that after this gentleman pulls the firearm from his pocket, puts it in his waistband, shooting occurs in less than 5 seconds from that moment? Thank you.
I didn't
get an answer.
Did you, what was your answer?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. That's it. Everyone stay put. Mr. Abadi, your next witness is someone who you are trying to get in today, or are we sort of done? Or do you want to consult with your investigator?
Can I do that?
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm taking.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Forte. We'll get you back as soon as possible.
Mr. Forte's 5'8", in case you wanted to know. He was giving short. He's
That's
short.
possible.
This might be the last. I don't know.
Can you?
L-I-N-G.
Charles.
Sendling, S-E-N-D, L-I-N-G.
Good afternoon, Detective Senlick. Can you tell the jurors how you are currently employed today?
I am currently retired.
Okay. And where did you retire from?
City of Atlanta Police Department,
And how long did you work with the City of Atlanta Police Department?
a little over 22 years.
And can you tell the jurors towards where were you assigned when you left the City of Atlanta Police Department?
My last 5 years with the department was spent with the homicide unit,
Actually, when did you retire?
December 31st of 2024. Appreciate it.
Now, can you tell the jurors just generally a little bit about it's the responsibilities and roles that you played as a homicide detective?
The Atlanta Homicide Unit responds to all deaths in the city of Atlanta to investigate if there's any foul play or if it's natural or possible suicide.
And is it common for detectives to, in that unit, to work together kind of as a team?
Yes. Everybody who responds to homicide does everything they can to assist the lead detective.
And can you tell the jurors that on August 7th, 2022, did you assist with a homicide at 1314 Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway, Atlanta, Georgia?
I did.
And is that here in Fulton County?
It is.
And who was the lead detective as it relates to that case?
Detective Raquel Johnson.
Okay. And when you arrived at the apartment complex that afternoon, can you tell the jurors kind of what you did first and what your role and responsibility was to assist Detective Johnson?
When I got there, I was actually on duty. So when we got there, we started collecting as much information as we could for Detective Johnson so that she could be informed upon her arrival. Started looking at the evidence, looking for witnesses and such. And my responsibility that day was to complete a crime scene sketch.
Okay. Can you tell the jurors what is a crime scene sketch and how is it useful or assist investigations like this one and the ones that you led in the past?
A normal crime scene sketch would pertain to a point A and a point B. You would measure from point A to point B, document it, and then measure everything that's on the crime scene from point A to the particular item, and then from B to the particular item. The usefulness is so that that crime scene can be redone if need be.
And the sketch that you draw or that you create, is it to scale?
No.
And, did you, do a sketch as relates to, the evidence and what you saw, for the crime scene where the shooting occurred, in the apartment complex, that day?
I did. In this particular incident, because it was a long hallway with no really fixed objects in particular hall, breezeway, there was no point A or point B. So basically, I just did a rough sketch of the evidence that could be seen in the overall crime scene photo.
Okay. I want to show you, what's been marked as exhibit 80. Do you recognize today's exhibit 80?
I do. It's the crime scene sketch that I completed and forwarded to Detective Johnson.
And, it's, stated that, 80, a fair and accurate copy of, the crime scene sketch that you created, for this case, as it relates to assisting Detective Johnson.
It is.
I'm sorry, the state attendant was remarked as states exhibit 80 into evidence.
No objection?
It's admitted.
And it can be published on the screen before you here in a second.
Should be right in front. You're welcome to spin around, but it should also be right there.
Okay. I also have it right here.
On the screen before you say exhibit 80, is that the crime scene sketch you've been talking about, as it relates to your assistance with, Detective Johnson?
It is.
You see on the screen different numbers, 1, 2, and I think it goes up to, 16, you can see.
Yes, it goes 1 through 9. Then it skips to 16 in this particular photo.
And, what do those, numbers, represent, as it relates to the crime scene, and why do you put them there?
Pieces of evidence.
Okay.
So we don't actually put down the number placards. Our crime scene unit does that. But that's, in this case, for me, these are the items that are marked and what I use to do my crime scene sketch.
I want to show you the mark this. States that it's 53 through 77. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I just want to show them to you so you recognize it.
I do. They're crime scene photos of the crime scene as it was photographed by our crime scene unit.
And prior to now, during your testimony, maybe you had an opportunity to review all the exhibits and states exhibits 53 through 77.
Yes.
And do states exhibits 53 through 77 fair and accurately depict the crime scene that you observed and witnessed?
Yes, I do. Yeah, yes, it does. As I remember on my day of the response, it does.
At the time, safely attended with remarks, states exhibits 53 through 77.
No objection.
They're admitted?
Now, I want to show you states exhibits. I'm going to start with 53 real fast.
Okay.
See the yellow placards in states exhibits 53.
I do.
And we talked about your crime scene sketch, where the numbers are showing 1 through 9 and you said 16.
Yes.
And the numbers that we see in your crime scene sketch in states exhibit 80, are those meant to represent what we're looking at in states exhibits 53, where you can see, for example, 8, 9, all the way to 1, 2, 5, 3, and 4?
They are.
Okay. And so is your crime scene sketch meant to memorialize what we see in the pictures?
It is.
Now, can you explain to the jurors if there are any pictures of what you drew? Why is it done?
Again, to recreate the crime scene if necessary, for testimonial issues.
And can you tell the jurors as it relates to let me show you the with the placards that we see in states it's 53 starting with 8 going into all the way down to 1. Can you tell the jurors those items of physical evidence?
They are.
And the yellow markers are they meant to represent items of physical evidence?
Yes.
And were items of physical evidence collected from the scene that day that you arrived and then ultimately drew the crime instead?
Yes, they were.
And can you tell the jurors, I want to show you what's been marked as states exhibits 81, 82, 81 through 84. If you look inside the bag starting with 81, do you recognize what's inside?
81 is a scale commonly used to measure out drugs.
Okay. And 82, you open the bag to look inside.
'82 were the shell casings collected from the scene.
You will pull out state what's inside of states in 82.
Yes.
Only verse 82A through 82F.
See. Yes.
Okay, Are those the 6 job casings that were recovered from the crime scene?
They are.
And then you say it's 83, can you tell the jurors, do you recognize what's inside of that bag or in that box?
Yes, a firearm that was collected from the scene.
And lastly, it says it's 84, can you tell the jury, do you recognize what's inside of that bag?
It's a lighter that was within the crime scene.
And all the items of evidence, state exhibits 81, and then 82, A through F, inside the bag label 82, and then 83, 84. Are those all items of evidence that you were present when collected at the crime scene and are represented in the crime kit?
Yes.
This around the statement was remarked state exhibits 81, 82, and 82, A through F, followed by 83, 84.
Noted.
Those are all admitted.
Now, are you present during the time in which the crime scene is processed, photographed, things of that nature with the crime scene tech?
It depends. In this particular one, yeah, I was there the whole time.
And kind of how you described earlier as it relates to members of the homicide unit, do you and the crime scene tech kind of work in conjunction or together as it relates to identifying items of evidence?
Yeah, we often walk with them and they call out the evidence, whether it be a spent 9mm casing, a 40 caliber casing. And then we try to document that at the same time they are.
And for kind of timing and efficiency, in the photographs that you were looking at in statements 53 through 77, are they all a series of photographs that depict the items of evidence as well as the victim's body laying their shot?
Yes, everything's on there in those pictures except for number 16, which was a spent shell casing that was found under the body when the Sid's body was moved.
And then as it relates to your assistance to Detective Johnson, as it relates to this case, what you talked about here today, drawing the crime scene sketch, being present during the processing and photographing of evidence that kind of complete your assistance or role as it relates to this investigation?
Yes.
Ms. Fagan, do you have questions for retired Detective Semler?
First and foremost, did you ever get to watch the surveillance in this?
I didn't.
Okay, so are you aware of how that firearm got to where it was?
I'm not.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Any redirect? Questions from the jurors? No? Detective, thanks for sticking around all day. Appreciate your testimony.
Okay, so someone said, you guys, okay, does he
All right,
run
ladies
his
and
courtroom
gentlemen,
different than other? I don't know. I mean, it looks like it, PW. I feel like things are good, just moving right along. Okay. Because he was like, somebody tried to object. Nicole tried to object, and he was like, why? Why are we objecting? Like, you know, he didn't even entertain it. Well, he entertained it, but he entertained it like basically justify it before I make any kind of decision. And he was like, nah, no, overruled. Okay. Yeah, just he said set your foundation and whatever. Anyway, so day one's over. Look at us, guys. Look at us. We know how to get through trial. We know how to do it. Do we have the I can't do day 2 right now. Day 2 is what's going on right now. Okay. Which I guess they're done. Look, they're going home. They're clocking out for the day. Let's just see what's going on at the beginning of day 2, what we have to look forward to. I might get this started early in the morning, y'all. Like early. Okay. Early in the morning. So maybe by lunchtime, we can be on track because we don't want to be too far behind when there's a verdict, right? Do you want, what time is it? Okay, we've been 3.5 hours. Do y'all want some more tonight? Probably not, right? In the morning early. I know if you're on the West Coast, it's going to be like, we'll see you when you get up. So don't even feel any types of way. If you're on the left coast, if you're in the West, don't feel any way. Okay. we love you, but we might get started early. That way we are caught up by lunchtime, right? Whatever I decide. You guys are just, you guys are chef's kiss. Do you understand? All right, let's see. Look what we have. What do we have to look forward to? We have some lady with, I don't know who that is. If that is Mr. Forte's mother. This is in Atlanta, somebody. Maybe she's a CSI. She might be a crime scene investigator. Girl, is this the lady from down the hall? You know, there was some TT earlier. Is this the lady from down the hall? We don't know. Then they went to lunch, put up their very nutritious lunch break picture. Then we have some conversation. I'm not sure. We have a few. We got some things. Okay. That's his mother. Okay, Mr. Forte. He was outside with no shirt on and he looking pissed. So was he mad because ma'am had gone out? Oh, they stayed. Did they stay right off the elevator? Ugh. Ooh. Why does he look like Marlon Wayans? Hold on.
Time at the beginning of the interview, you asking kind of biographical questions of the defendant, where he's from, if he has children, how old he is, things of that nature?
Correct.
Okay, and is that all prior to your reading of his Miranda rights, determining whether he wants to speak with you?
That's correct.
Okay, I don't have the stamina because I'm having to read the subtitles because I'm like, sir, what are you talking about? We're gonna get into this in the morning. Okay. He had another calendar. He had other calendar hours to address after lunch break. Oh God. Okay. So it wasn't a long day because there was a lunch break. It was a pretty significant. Hold on. So okay. All right. Okay, I see what I'm doing now. I had to get my bearings. Girl, they had like a 2-hour lunch. Okay, we can do this. You know how we do. We'll be caught up by lunchtime. Okay? We know how to do it. Okay? Period. We can get the whole day done by lunch. Okay? And then we'll be caught up to day 3. And then that way if they rest by the end of the week or whatever, you never know how this will go. It seems like I don't know. Who knows if they're going to put on a defense or not? We don't know. Okay. You guys are awesome. This was fun. Always love a trial with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, period. Right? What time will we? If you guys, I mean, 8 a.m. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Early. I mean, I could probably start it running at 7:15. You know, I'm officially off mom duty pretty early once I drop Boo Boo off for the first bell. And you know what I'm saying? I'm in position at the computer at 7:15. So it can start running and you guys know if you're asleep or you're doing something, you just tap in when you get in. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all good over here. It's all good. Just tap in. Tap in, get in where you can fit in. You know what I'm saying? You going to bed now? Rich auntie, what you going to bed at 5:30 for? You guys are funny. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm telling you guys, all 96 of you right now, I feel like I'm going to put up a channel just for court watching. I like court watching a lot, but I feel like I'm going to just dedicate something to just when we look at trials like this. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't know. I think so. That will be perfect. I'll set my coffee maker tonight. You guys are so funny. I love you guys. Okay. You guys have a good night. If you see me, I know I need to do some shorts. And I know you guys love shorts. So I'll see you guys a little later in the form of some shorts. And that's it. That's all. Okay. We'll finish this up. I don't think this trial is going to take a long time. I think it's look, we already know what the deal is. He shot the man. Is it self-defense? The bottom line is you're a felon and you're not supposed to have a firearm and you killed somebody. So let's think about it, guys. We're not lawyers, but guess what? We're smart and we can read. Even if it were self-defense, okay. But self-defense isn't self-defense if you're a felon. If you are committing a felony and a murder happens, it's still felony murder, right? So the felony is him in possession of a gun. Hello? The felony is him being in possession of a gun. And his girlfriend has testified that he's been in possession of a gun on numerous occasions. That's another felony. While committing a felony of using a firearm that you are not permitted to use, you decide to get your ass in a fight and then you kill somebody. Sir, you're going to prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's think about it. It's not about whether it was self-defense or not. You committed the felony when you took possession of that gun. And the fact that he is already conceding to possession of the gun and he's all on video shooting the man, I don't think it matters if they were manslaughter, I don't know. But it's a felony. It's not so manslaughter, I get what you're saying, but think about this. The actual felony is the felony that puts him in felony zone immediately is the actual possession of a firearm. It's a felony for a felon to have possession of a firearm. He took possession of a firearm. That's already a felony right there. In the commission of a felony, you killed somebody. Now that's felony murder on top of the felonies. But he also got aggravated assault. He also got, what else did they charge him with? They charged him with a host of different things. I think, and we'll see how it pans out, but I think that because of being in possession of the gun, which is a felony, that's a felony act, in his possession of a weapon as a felon, you killed somebody. So that now makes it felony murder. I had the indictment pulled up and now I don't. My bad. Let me see. I can't find it. Oh, here it is. You guys, as the YouTube streets jury, okay? Number 1, count 1 is murder. Count 2, Felony murder. You know why it's felony murder? Because he had that damn gun in his hand and he's a felon. Count 1, murder. Count 2, felony murder. And they're calling it felony murder because it was aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Felony murder, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Okay? That's number 3. Felony murder again. Possession of the count 4, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon as alleged in count 8. Cause of death. Let me see. Cause of death. Why do they do that 2 times? I wonder if it's 2 OCGA 1651, OCGA 1651. It's almost like it's identical. He's getting charged twice, but there's only 1 death. Alleged in count 8. This one's alleged in count 7. So count 7, possession of the firearm. So possession of the firearm by a convicted felon. That's number 7. Number 8, possession of a firearm. He's getting 2 counts of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Count 7 and 8. And it's felony murder as alleged in count 7 and 8. So count 7 and 8, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Count 7 and 8, he got 2 felony murders, 3 and 4 because of 7 and 8. 5 and 6 is aggravated assault. A lot of this stuff is aggravated because of the felony possession of a firearm. He's going, it's LWOP. It's going to be a LWOP. Yeah. The minute he picked up that gun, he's already a felon. The minute he picked up that gun as a felon, it's already a crime. Okay? He's already toast. And then he killed somebody. It doesn't matter if that man came over and bitch slapped him and threw him over the railing. You're still in felony possession of a weapon and you're wrong. So if that guy came over, bitch slapped you, threw you over the railing, and kissed your wife in the mouth, nobody can know, you know what I'm saying? You can't claim self-defense. He disrespected me. None of that stuff. You're going down, sir. You said bye, Ashy. You guys are, I'm done with y'all. I'm done with y'all for the night. Okay? I'm done. You guys are too much. You guys have a good night. I'll see y'all in the morning. Okay? Bye, bye, Bougie gang. See you later. Bye. Why did she say bye, Ashy? Y'all, we figured it out. We are so smart, okay? Girl. Don't put us in a jury box, okay? Girl. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful evening. I'll see y'all in the morning.